To Wrestling Days and welcome to Wrestling Days Live. We are live for this week's WWE Smackdown, and what a Smackdown we have got. This is going to be absolutely huge. This will be a show that we will never, ever forget. This is such a big show that Vince McMahon is going to be opening the show. Vince McMahon is actually going to be coming out, saying a few words, welcoming us to the Thunderdome. The Thunderdome. The Thunderdome is here. You can see the image in the background. I would imagine a lot of you / all of you have seen what it looks like by now, but you can see the screens in the background. If I move out the way, you can see the ring. You can kind of get a real feeling for what it's going to look like tonight. So very futuristic, very exciting. Obviously, it's going to look fuller than that. That was just a test. So all those gaps in the audience, they'll replace that. Everyone that's like repeated will be different people. I really do feel like the screens are quite big. It's not a massive problem because you can kind of see that from this distance, you can't really make anyone out. So I don't know. I've seen a lot of people saying it's going to be really distracting, and I do understand that. Maybe they could just make them a bit smaller or something, but I think they know that people at home are basically going to be watching for themselves. If they're in the Thunderdome, people are basically going to be like, "Where have you seen me yet? Have you seen me? Is that me?" You'll probably get a lot of that, actually, thinking about it. You'll probably get a lot of people trying to wave so they can find themselves. So there's probably going to be quite a bit of waving going on in the background. Okay, I'm going to hold up this orange sign. Have a look for an orange sign. Is there an orange sign? Anyone? I don't know what to expect, man. It's going to be a riot. I know that much. It's going to be an absolute riot. So, very much looking forward to seeing how this goes down. I think it's going to be a big success. I really like it. I think it's giving anyone around the world an opportunity, as long as they've got a good internet connection. It's giving them an opportunity to take part and actually be a part of the show, even more so, obviously, than just tuning in and watching. So that's got to be a positive, hasn't it? That's got to be a positive thing. So I really like it. I said in my video the other day, I think the virtual stuff is really good as well. The virtual meet and greets. I know a lot of people didn't like the prices on that, but I thought it was fair compared to like how much you would pay for like a Cameo. Cameo is this service where some of you might not have heard of it, but loads of sports stars are on there. And basically, you go to the website. This is not an advert. I'm just literally telling you about it. You go to the website and you can basically buy a video clip from one of your favorite stars. I think Alexa Bliss charges like $330 or $400. I think it's like £330. And you get 30 seconds and Alexa will be like, "Hey, Richard, just wanted to say a massive thank you for reaching out to me. I saw from what you wrote that it's your birthday on Friday, so big birthday, and many congratulations to you from me, Alexa Bliss," like that kind of a thing, That's like $400 to get her to do that for like 30 odd seconds. So $125 to actually sit down and talk for 2 minutes. I didn't think was that bad. And there was Bailey, and there was Braun, and there was Drew, and Keith Lee. In fact, Bailey was so popular, they added an extra session. So I would love them to do that around WrestleMania time. Imagine if you could book a 2-minute chat with The Undertaker. Vince, man, if I could get 2 minutes with Vince, just imagine the things you could ask Vince. What are you doing? Do you know what you're doing? Have you even got a creative department? So many things that you could ask Vince McMahon. So, yeah, man, joking aside, it's really, really exciting. Vape Ross Vape says, I had a Hornswoggle one. He did it for 25. That's fair. I mean, if you think, like, Hornswoggle's not been on TV for quite a while now, 25, whereas, you could sit down and have a back and forth conversation with the current NXT champ or the current WWE champ or the current Universal champ or the current SmackDown Women's champ or Seth Rollins, who likes to pull people's eyes out. So, do you know what I mean? You could sit down. I mean, you could sit down with Seth and just be like, is everything all right, mate? How's everything at home? The things are... How do you think you've taken the news about being a father? Because we don't feel like you've taken it very well. Ray doesn't think you've taken it very well. So, yeah, I'm excited by it all. I think it's really good. Days, what Harry Potter house are you in? I'm in Dumbledore's. Thunderdome is awesome, says Hamza. It does look great. They even released a little 20-30 second clip of what they can do for like entrances and atmosphere. And they had like thunder and like the support beams were like changing colours and the lights were down, the lasers were shooting and flames were shooting up from the crowd, which I was a bit like, don't need that. I don't really need that. Just like odd flames shooting up from the crowd. It's kind of like, yeah, it's all right. But the overall effect was like, you can't even compare it to the Performance Center. The Performance Center is like a high school play compared to like Broadway. Do you know what I mean? It's just absolutely night and day. You can't compare them. So this isn't just a step. This is a whole different country leveling up. It's just, yeah, I'm so excited for it. So excited. Fiend versus Sting. Do you think it'll happen? No. They had Thunder in a dome. They did. Declan. XP Super 90, shout out to you. Hello from Italy, says Nicola. Hello, Italy. That's my impression. Shout out to you. Bonjour. Hang on, no, that's French. Is that French? What's the Italy one? What's the one where they say hello in Italy? Hello. I don't know what it is. But hello, my friend. I do know what it is. Ciao. No, that's goodbye. That's going to bug me. I definitely know it. I do definitely know it. Bella. Twins. Hello. I've read that. Harry, shout out to you, my friend. Hope you are well. Appreciate the support, dude. Fuzzle Films says, next week, AEW has announced the Lightning Dome. Yeah, they're going to try and compete, aren't they? They're going to try and go head to head. Chio. What? Chio? What? That's not how you say hello, is it? No, what? No, that's not how you say hello. Don't you go trying to throw me off. Chio Bella. Chiel. Oh, sorry, let me just get the person. Here we go. Come on, Google, help me out. How do you do it again? There we go. Oh my God. No, it's searched for God. Hey Google, how do you say hello in Italy? Italian. Didn't catch that. Oh God. Well, help me out. Say hello in Italian. Yes. What do you mean yes? What do you mean yes? This isn't hard. What? Every time. Oh, now it's Googled every time. Hang on. It's not happy. It's really not happy. Now it's just saying I'm not happy. Hello, Italian. Try again. Hello, Italian. Well, say something then. Do something. I've got to do it all myself. Okay, hang on. Guys have got there because I'm really good when it comes to technology. Here we go. Ciao. That's goodbye. That's goodbye. Ciao. Ciao. That's goodbye. I'm sure that's goodbye. I mean, this is saying it's not. This is hello. But I'm sure ciao. Ciao. You don't say ciao when you say hello to someone. Ciao. No. Ciao's goodbye. Well, what's goodbye then? Hang on. Goodbye, Italian. Didn't get that. Oh my God! Why are you making this so hard? Don't Google that. Hang on. We are streaming. Goodbye, Italian. We Austria. Why? I didn't say Austria. At what point did I say Austria? When did I say Austria? How have you got Austria? Goodbye, Italian. Oh, what? You want Austria? How do I want Austria? This is ridiculous. I'm just going to... Why am I even doing it? I'm just going to say it. Type it. Goodbye, Italian. We are getting back to wrestling in a second. Bear with me. Here we go. Goodbye. Addio. Speak.
Addio.
That's goodbye. That's not goodbye. What is ciao, hello, and goodbye? Ciao is informal, and it works for both hello and goodbye. I knew it. What sick country? What absolutely mental country has the same word for hello and goodbye? You Italians should be absolutely ashamed. Should be ashamed. Why have you got a word for hello and goodbye? How is ciao hello and goodbye? Ciao. Is he saying hello or is he leaving? What's he doing? I don't know what's happening. Where do we go now? Like, how do you deal with that? That's ridiculous. You should be ashamed. If there's any Italians watching, you've got some big questions to answer. I've never even heard of Addio. Never even heard of it. Start using... officially, I want you to start using ciao for goodbye, because that's how I've always known it, right? And you're going to have to find something new for hello, right? Maybe use hello. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's like international. So, look. Addio. Who knows? Okay. Welcome to Smackdown stream. Okay, we're learning some stuff today. We are ticking off some boxes, let me tell you. Let me tick off another box, though. And this box, my friends, is what matches we have got lined up tonight. First of all, the show is going to be kicking off with Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Vince McMahon is going to come out. He's going to say ciao. And he's going to introduce us to the Thunderdome. And there's going to be lots of fireworks, celebration. They might lower Steph down on a rope and she might be, I don't know, doing something. So it's going to be very exciting. So that's how the show is starting. But we've actually got two title matches, right? We've got Cesaro and Shinsuke defending the tag titles against Gran Metalik and Lince Dorado. And we've also got AJ Styles defending the Intercontinental Championship against Jeffrey Hardy. As well as that, we've got Big E taking on, not Shorty G. That is a dream match. There's no two ways about it. I am desperate for Big E to take on Shorty G. But no, it's Big E against Sheamus. And we've also got Braun Strowman, who's going to say a few words. Hopefully those words are, sorry that I threw you to the ground, Alexa. I'm not sure that he's going to say that, but he probably should. In fact, he'll say it better with flowers, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. So, yes, we've got quite a few things. And, of course, we've got the WWE Thunderdome and all the excitement there. I'm hearing rumours that they're actually going to cycle through, not on a bike, but just the screens. They're just going to change them every 15 minutes or so. So, yeah, it's going to be a little bit strange. What does this mean for Green Shirt Guy, though? Green Shirt Guy has got to be at the front, and he has got to stay at the front. That is a demand. That's not a request. That is a demand. So, yeah, he has got to be at the front. He must have been absolutely inundated with people asking him, did you sign up? Did you sign up? I'll sign you up if you want me to sign you up, but have you signed up? Has he tweeted anything out? Does anyone know if Green Shirt Guy has actually said if he's signed up or not? Because if he's not there, I ain't going to cope. Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao. It's weird, isn't it? I think both Lars and CM Punk will return, and Bo Dallas as well. Days, is there two stars reportedly returning? Maybe my dream will come true. Green shirt guy, his face makes me mad. Okay. Okay. Sorry to hear that. Have you seen the video of Vince doing a jump? Yes, and I was very proud. I was very proud of him. He did very good. So well done to him. Days, WWE should make the Tornado Dome. They isn't it tornado season? That might be, I don't know. That might be a bit too much on the nose. Do you know what I mean? Days, will Abby the Undertaker Witchmaker return? Oh, I hope so, yeah. I hope so. Well, it's going to be a lot of fun keeping our eyes peeled for key crowd members. We've got to look for Jesus. We've got to look for Jesus's mom. We've got to look for Green Shirt Guy. We've got to look for Angry Miz Girl, who by now is probably in her 50s. I'm not sure when she was on TV. We've also got to look out for Frank the Clown. Is that his name, Frank the Clown? The one that goes out with Noel. We've got to look out for Noel. We've got to look out for Shocked Face Guy. You know him from WrestleMania. The one that, like, when the Undertaker streak ended. They should just have... Why don't we just have a greatest hits of the crowd? Why don't we just get key crowd members? That would be a great show. Just the whole crowd is full of some of the best crowd members that we've ever had. That would be an emotional evening, let me tell you. And we've got the technology to do it. Don't you think we haven't? Do we have possibilities to see Brock versus Bobby? There's possibilities. Rumours say that Brock will destroy MVP after the title match. What? No. No, I'm not buying that. No way. Why would Brock care? Why would Brock care about anything that's happening below the title level? Brock's main event. Brock's not going after the United States Championship. Brock don't care about MVP. I don't even think Brock cares about Bobby Lashley. So no, I'm not. I haven't heard those reports. I'm not buying it. Chintendo says Angry Miz Girl needs to return. Yep. The One Blue Band from like last year. The One Blue. Oh yes. I was trying to figure out what you meant, but yeah. Do you remember the Blues Brothers? Mark Clark, shout out to you, says Days, do your best Vince and Joseph Park. Sorry, Bob. Joseph Park, man, he is so good. I forgot we're going to see him tonight. Joseph Park was such an amazing addition last week. If you don't remember him, he was the super expressionistic guy from last week. Basically Abyss. But yeah, he was with AJ, and he was in the background. And every time AJ said something like really positive, he was like this. And every time he said something like down and sad, he was like. It was like, honestly, his facial expressions were absolutely incredible. So I cannot wait to see it. He did sorry, Mom. It was something along those lines, wasn't it? I can't quite remember how he did it, but I remember him being quite quiet and humble because AJ had a go at him because it was all done in permanent ink, wasn't it, on the whiteboard? I'm looking forward to that. I love that guy. There's breaking news. CM Punk is going to return to UFC. That's, well, as a commentator. Because he ain't getting back in the octagon, surely. Top Bonyak says, please have your prayers with WWE Inside Access Wrestling. His grandpa just died. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. Absolutely in my thoughts. That's awful news. Mr. 6885 says, Days, what do the people who are on the screens see? Will their view be from the seat? No. No, as far as I know, you sit there watching the show with a camera. There's no camera that shows you a view. So, no, you don't actually see anything. You basically sit in a room watching the show on your own, with a camera on you, like a webcam, and you don't even get to like chat and have. I mean, like, it's gonna be weird, isn't it? Like, you're gonna have to sit there and watch the show and just react. What if there's a bit of lag? Well, I don't understand. What if there's a bit of lag? What if, like, people are slow to react? What if someone... Imagine CM Punk comes down and the whole crowd are, like, just sitting there. And then literally, like, 5 seconds later, they go... Ah! But CM Punk's, like, walking down for 5 seconds, waiting for people to react. Anyone? Anyone? Ciao. That could be fun. That could be fun. There's so much that could go wrong with tonight. It's wonderful. How are you, bro? I'm sorry I missed your stream. Shout out to you, Louis Cole. Hope you are well, my friend. Otis won't cash in. No, I don't think Otis will cash in, no. Days, if the two returning stars are Primo and Kozlov, I will lose my mind. JS17, if there's one thing I learned from yesterday, it's your love of Primo and Kozlov is, I think, greater than they love themselves. So I do not doubt that for 1 second. World Thomas Wrestling says Hornswoggle is going to return tonight. There's a lot of excitement around these returns, isn't there? I've got to be honest, I was setting the stream up. So I haven't actually seen any reports from the past couple of hours. So this is breaking news that I've not seen about some returns. So I've got no inside scoops or rumours, or I haven't seen anything regarding this. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's all going to be exciting. So yeah, I can't wait, man. The whole show from start to finish is going to be absolutely gripping, because you just don't know what they're going to do. You don't know if they've been saving back, or if they've been saving stuff back for, like, when they get some kind of a crowd. So yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Shahid says, can I ask a question? Of course. Who was responsible for attribution actions because this caused this situation? Who was under the mask? What are you referring to? Are you talking about Retribution? Who's under the mask for Retribution? We don't know is the answer. I mean, the only thing I would say is that the people that we're seeing at the moment are apparently Performance Center recruits. We think, like, Jesse and a few other names have been used from just the Performance Center recruits, but apparently they're not going to be the leaders. So you can't really get too excited. When there's an attack now, there's no point really trying to decode anything, because ultimately the key members of that group probably isn't anyone that we've actually seen yet. The only thing we do know is that there's quite a few members of Retribution, potentially foot soldiers, a bit like the Dark Order, you know? They've got quite a few people signed up to their beliefs, or there's quite a few people that want Retribution, but the key leaders, the key people that are going to carry this story forward, we haven't seen yet. Dave says, if there's any tech issues, they can just blame Retribution. It's true. Michael Cole can be like, I think the hacker's back. I think the hacker's come back for that screen, and that screen. We'll keep an eye on this developing situation. Days, can you give me and my friend Callum a shout out? Yes. Shout out to Ewan the Midget and Callum the Giant. Days, you are amazing. Love the positive vibes. Anonymous J, shout out to you, my friend. Tyler says, I'm excited for tonight, and so you should be. Days, let's do virtual fans bingo. Wow, I don't even know what we're going to see yet. I don't know how much they're going to focus on them, because I do completely understand what people are saying about this is going to be a distraction. So you would think that maybe WWE are going to do something to not make it a distraction. So I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know what we're going to see yet, how much we're going to see, how long people are going to be on screen for. It is a problem, because I can see people watching the crowd and looking for themselves, or looking to see what people are doing. Apparently, if people do anything inappropriately, they get fined. WWE will fine people if they do anything inappropriate. Apparently, there's an audio clip where you can hear WWE producers saying, like, they're going to just boot people off if there's any AEW shirts. Apparently there's an audio clip to do with AEW shirts. So there's loads of things that they're looking out for. There's loads of things that they're making sure won't distract. But yeah, we're going to have to wait and see, man. We are stepping into the unknown. Jaden White, shout out to you. Declan says, Days, Daniel Bryan was right about the planet. We should listen to him. Yes. J14 says, what are your thoughts on AEW bringing fans back? We spoke about this yesterday. I kind of feel like it's too soon. They feel confident that they can do it safely. So, okay. I mean, apparently it's only going to be 10-15% of capacity. It's going to be a very small capacity. I don't know. I mean, I'm really split on it. My feeling is no. That's my gut feeling, and I'm pretty sure that would be a lot of people's gut feelings. So my gut feeling is no, we shouldn't be doing this. But they seem to have think they've worked it out and they can do it safely. So people have got to know, though, that if they're doing it, they're taking a bit of a gamble. Do you know what I mean? Is it on BT Sports 1? I hope so. Do you watch Dude Perfect? No. I think I would like it. I've seen a couple of their videos, but I don't watch them. Can my lamb sauce get a shout out? Yes, it can. I was trying to think if there was a sheep puppet, but I can only think of Lamb Chop, and that's got nothing to do with the Firefly Funhouse. Wonder what Lamb Chop's up to these days. I used to love that puppet when I was a young 21-year-old. Ducky says, Days, did you see Vince jump off the platform? I did. I'm also quite confused as to why everyone's so excited about it. This was a story that was out around WrestleMania time that he had shown Gronk how to do it. So it's something that we knew had happened. And WWE have released the footage now. And honestly, it's like the lead story of the day. I'm seeing that story get spoken about as much as the Thunderdome. And I don't understand why, to be honest. Vince, you know, is badass. City Gunzels says, Days, have you seen the official reveal of the Thunderdome on YouTube? Yes. It's cool. Amy says, can I get a shout out? Amy Smith. I can't do that. I'm very sorry. But shout out to you. Padraig O'Burin says, Days, did you watch Border Security Australia? I didn't. I wish I had. World Thomas Wrestling says, thank you for reading my comments. You're welcome. Willy Wonka the Third. I mean, straight away, big questions there. Where's Willy Wonka? Who the freak is Willy Wonka 2? And how have we got Willy Wonka the Third in the chat? So, big questions coming in. Days, have you seen Leeds' first game? They will be battered. I support Liverpool, but my dad supports Leeds. Who do you think will win? I think Liverpool will win. I think Leeds will give a good showing this year. I think they've got quite a promising team. It's hard to know where they're going to finish, but yeah, I think you can feel confident about that one. He is in his mid-70s and he jumped off a platform, so it is funny. You're only as old as you feel. Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself. So I'm pretty sure Vince doesn't feel 70. How are you today? Realist, YT, I'm good, thank you. Hope you are well. Did you watch Sevilla versus Inter Milan? No, because I don't support either of those teams. And I don't even know who won. Who won? Let me know who won. Days, have you heard that I love you, says Ducky. No. Landon says, I love America. USA! Sami Zayn is going to return tonight. Do you think Sami Zayn refused to come back until there was a Thunderdome? What if they've done this whole thing just to get Sami Zayn back? That would be wild. We might have to thank Sami Zayn for all of this progress. Days, I am going to be excited if CM Punk comes out. Mad Max, Beyond the Thunderdome. Can I get a shout out, says Philly. Fat guy, absolutely, just because you've got a great name. Days, unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave the stream because I have to watch it illegally. Okay, JS17. You do that. Seville 1-3-2. Did they? Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I honestly thought Inter was going to win, so Okay. Did you figure out how you feel about Alfredo sauce? Oh, yeah, we were talking about Alfredo sauce, which I've never even heard of. Oh, God, is that another Italian thing? What's going on? Why are the Italians coming for me? What have I done against them? I don't understand. Ugh! Why are they after me? Alfredo sauce and chow and all this kind of stuff. So, no, I don't know, man. I don't know. I didn't know. And now I've got even bigger questions. Because now I think the Italians are after me. Esteban says, bets on if tonight's ratings will top the debut show. Ooh. I can't remember what the debut show got, in all fairness. So I can't say. I'm gonna say a lot of people tune in, but I don't know how much they've been promoting it. I don't know how much they've been building up the Thunderdome. I'd imagine a lot. I mean, obviously, I don't see those adverts because I don't watch it on Fox. I watch it on BT Sport, and I can tell you, BT Sport haven't been talking about it. So, yeah, but I'd imagine Fox have been like banging on about it. So, ratings, no doubt, no way they're going to be bad. They'll be very strong, just like me. It's the Italian takeover. The Italian takeover. You're going to have an Italian rage in a minute. Oh, that sounds nice. What's that? Is that like lasagna on pizza or something? An Italian rage? Oh, I'll have two. I'll have an Italian rage and a Diet Coke, please. Just a diet, yeah. Watching the old weight. The 4 horsewomen versus the 4 horsewomen of MMA. That would be good. Maybe Survivor Series. Or maybe not. WWE has announced the return of Talking Smackdown. Yep. Xavier Woods and Kayla Braxton are host. Oh my God. What do you think that means, that they're both in Retribution? Because everyone keeps telling me that Xavier Woods is in Retribution. And what if he's recruited Kayla Braxton and now they're taking over Talking Smack? Unbelievable. Days, can you leave the Italians alone? It's not me that's got to leave the Italians alone. I don't have to leave the Italians need to leave me alone. Apart from Nicola, who said hello earlier, and I'm sure is a lovely person. She's the only Italian that is allowed to be on the stream, unless you're Italian and you've said hello, and then you know what I mean. You're in my good books. You're in my good books. That was Italian, by the way. Lasagna on pizza and Diet Coke. That is exactly what it is, says Gordon Ramsay. Oh, wow. Gordon Ramsay knows, doesn't he? An Italian rage. An Italian rage. Next time you go to the restaurant, you know what to ask for. Days, did you see that Brian Zane's mom has passed away? I haven't. No, I haven't. That's awful. That's awful news. Has he just tweeted out that or something? Has he just done a video or... That's awful. No, I haven't seen that news. Thoughts with Brian Zane, who is a fantastic YouTuber, but I don't get a chance to watch him enough. I keep saying it. I keep saying it, and I really mean it. That I just do not get spare time to watch loads of other stuff that's out there. I didn't even get a chance to watch the football. Nicola is a male name. I am a man. Is it? Is it, though? Hang on. Are you telling me that Nicola is a male name in Italy? Because I'm telling you, on the rest of the world, I know loads of Nicolas that are not males. Is this the third thing that Italy is trying to mess me around with now? Are you now trying to tell me that Nicola is a male's name in Italy? I can't believe this. Are you sure? I feel like Googling it again. I'm trying to think of some famous Nicolas to prove my point, and I can't think of a single one. Nicola. I can't think of a single famous Nicola. What's going on? If you can think of a famous Nicola, drop it in the chat. That is, for the next few minutes, that is your task, chat. Get on this. Get on this. Because right now, Italy is making a mockery of us. Right? Absolute mockery. I would rather watch Jamie Oliver than AEW, says Gordon Ramsay. Jim Gore says, shame you didn't watch Impact. I think you would like Wrestle House. Urban Goth, shout out to you. Nicholas is a male's name. Oh yeah, Nicholas. But Nicholas isn't Nicola, is it? Nicholas. No, not Nicholas. Not Nicholas. I'm fully aware of Nicholas. We're talking Nikola. Nikola Tesla. What's that? Is that the name of a car? What the hell is Nikola Tesla? Ladies and gentlemen, the new Nikola Tesla. What is this thing? I don't understand. What's a Nikola Tesla? Nicola Adams, you're right. She's a boxer. Yes. Nicola Adams is a British boxer. A female British boxer. Nikki Cross. That doesn't count. Nikola Jokic is an NBA player. Does he play for the Raptors? No. Does he? I don't know. I think what's really important there is I've not heard of him, so that means he doesn't exist. Nicola Corp. What the hell's Nicola Corp? What are all these things? What's a Nicola Corp? And a Nikola Tesla? Are you just making words up? Nicola Sturgeon. Oh, I've heard of her. Nicola Sturgeon. She's like Queen of Scotland. So, Nicola Sturgeon, Nicola Adams, Nikola Jokic, who is an NBA player. Nicola Harrison? Oh, Nicola owns a Tesla. Is that what she's famous for? There's a woman called Nicola that owns a Tesla and she's called Nikola Tesla. What's going on? Gorilla Press. Gorilla Press showing some love. Shout out to you, Gorilla Press. You slam. Gorilla Press slam. Shout out to you, Gorilla Press. Thank you for joining us. What about Nicola Sturgeon? Nicola Peltz. Who's that? Who are all these Nicolas? I've never heard of Nicola Peltz, Nicola Harrison, Nikola Tesla, Nikola Jokic. Do you know what I do? I think what we have learned is that if you're having a kid, don't call them Nicola, because there's not tons of famous Nicolas. Just saying. Yeah? And actually thinking about it, Nicola, who started all this is not a knock of your name. I want you to know that. I'm not knocking your name. I'm just saying that I know it as a female name, and I can name more female Nicola. I can't name a single male Nicola apart from the one Nicola in our chat that's claiming to be male. This is now very quickly turning into an anti-Italian stream. I've got to be honest. They are really messing us around tonight, guys. We're all here, super excited for the Thunderdome, yeah? All giddy and excited and worked up, and it's like, oh, what about this? What about that? And here come the Italians, yeah? Messing around with their names, saying ciao, and we don't know if they're saying hello or goodbye. Unbelievable scenes. Nicola Roberts. True. Nicola Roberts. Gorilla says, follow us back on Twitter. I will have a look. If you've sent me a thing, I'll do it. Sunny Horizons. That's a good name. Nicola Sturgeon versus Stephanie McMahon versus Karen. It's got to happen, Sunny. It's got to happen. I love your profile picture. Looks nice. Nicola Stevens. Don't know. Nicola Nuts. I don't know who that is. Nikola Tesla is an inventor, an electrical engineer, a mechanical engineer, a futurist who is known for contributions to design. How would I know about this person? What have they invented? Did she invent? Is it a he or a she? Nicola. Did she invent Tesla? If so, what the hell is an Elon Musk? What's an Elon Musk? If Nikola Tesla invented Tesla, then what's an Elon Musk? What did he invent Musk? Honestly, I don't. We're going down roads that I just don't want to be going down. Days, I'm going to be on Smackdown. Watch out for me. I'm wearing a WWE logo hoodie. I'll try, but I don't know how easy that's going to be. Gorilla Press says @press_YT. We have got someone that's joined us. Frankie Hannant. Shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you, Frankie Hannant. Nicola King. What's that? Who's that? What's Nicola King? Is that related to you, Monica King? Is that your mom? Or your dad? I don't know anymore. Nikolai Volkov. Yeah, but that's Nikolai. That's not Nicola. Days, did you enter the Thunderdome? I didn't know, because it says that you're not allowed to stream at the same time. And also, you can't use that footage anywhere else. So, me streaming here on the internet, I have to give WWE permission to... Do you know what I mean? I've got to give them permission to this. The money maker. Yeah? And I can't do that. This generates too much income, this moneymaker right here. Just think of all the modelling opportunities that will be coming my way soon. I mean, I've been waiting 21 years and it hasn't happened yet, but they're coming. And I can't give that to WWE. Days, PSG versus Bayern. I think it'll be 6-4 to Bayern. I feel like Bayern will win. I don't want PSG to win. Jordan, shout out to you, my friend. Jordan joining us. We do members only streams every Thursday, so you're going to be able to access those. So shout out to you, Jordan. Days, can my mom have a shout out? Yes, shout out to MC Bobby's mom, who I don't know what she's called, but my guess is Nicola. Nicola Berti is an Italian football midfielder. Oh, male or female? This is blowing my mind, by the way. I did not even consider that Nicola could be a male's name. It's very interesting. Tonight will be an explosive show. I underestimated the significance of Smackdown. We might even get a few returns, says Match of the James. Oh, it's going to be good. No two ways about it. Morgul says it's going to be 2-0 to Bayern. Imtiaz says, I want PSG to win as they've never been champs, so it would be historic. Yeah, but they've spent a lot of money, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? I don't want to see them win because they went out and bought Mbappe and they went out and bought Neymar and they splashed the cash. Do you know what I mean? I think like the Bayern team cost so much stupid, like 80 million to put together. I'm sure I saw on the internet. Like they haven't got tons of money, Bayern. So I want Bayern, not money bags PSG. Right, Nicola says, guys, in Italy, the name Nicola is pronounced Nicola, and it is a male name. Now let's stop this battle. Lay down your weapons. Put your weapons down. The battle is over. There we go. Well, look, all I'm going to say is you've opened my eyes. I didn't even know that my eyes were this closed. I didn't even know that ignorance reigned supreme in my mind this drastically, but you have opened my eyes. I had no idea that Nicola could be a male name, and I just want to say a big shout out to you. Shout out to Italy. John, shout out to you, my friend. Can I get a shout out, says Joey McNesby. Yes. Pitbull Picker says Nikola Tesla invited the light bulb. You have lights on, so you need to thank Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla invited the light bulb. Is this true? I mean, off the top of my head, I don't know. Who invented the light bulb? I would have thought Barry Lightbulb. Larry Lightbulb or someone. Who invented the light bulb? Let's find this out, shall we? Who invented the light bulb? This is from livescience.com. Okay? Though Thomas Edison is usually credited with inventing the light bulb, he wasn't the only one who contributed. Okay, well, who else contributed? Not long after Volt... Oh, there's a lot of words. Oh, there's a lot of words. I just wanted a name. I don't want to read. I hate reading. Well, I've put it in and it hasn't just come back with Nikola Tesla. If anything, it mentions Thomas Edison. Oh, here we go. Look at this. I'm on lightbulbs.com. There's a lightbulbs.com. I'm on lightbulbs.com. Oh my God. Who thought we would go on lightbulbs.com? This is the best stream ever. Right, we're on lightbulbs.com. Everyone knows of the prolific inventor Thomas Edison, true. But until recently, not many recognized the revolutionary contributions of Nikola Tesla. These two were bitter enemies. Book it for SummerSlam. Book it for SummerSlam. I want Nikola Tesla against Thomas Edison. Whose outrageous rivalry would bring electricity and innovation to the world. My God, this is a great... Who knew that lightbulbs.com would have such a gripping article? Look at this article. Unbelievable. Everyone knows the father of the light bulb, Thomas Edison. Well, I didn't know him, actually. In school, we learn about him and all of his accomplishments. And he's often remembered as the greatest inventor in American history. There's a whole unit in school where Americans learn about Edison, but barely mentioned and quickly forgotten is Nikola Tesla. Justice for Nikola Tesla. That's a whole movement that I'm going to start. Born in 1856 in the Austrian... Do you remember earlier when my phone was like going on about Austria for no reason? Do you remember? Nikola Tesla, are you here? Are you here? Have you jumped on the stream? What do you want, Nikola Tesla? What do you want? What can we do? Send us a message. Is he dead? Yeah, I'll be dead. He was born in 1856. He's definitely dead. I know that you're dead, but what do you want? This is scenes, let me tell you. Look at this. We're being invaded. We've been invaded by some things before, but never, and someone born in 1856 from the Austrian Empire who played a massive part in inventing the light bulb. I can tell you that for starters. Unbelievable. Well, look, we need to get back to wrestling because I do appreciate this is not lightning bulb days, but all I would say is if you get a chance, go to lightbulbs.com because that could change your life. It'll certainly brighten your life. Thank you. Good night. That's it. I think that right there is the pinnacle. Everything now, even the Thunderdome, it's all downhill from here. It's all downhill. Even I know it. In my heart of hearts, even I know it. Thank you. Thank you. Wherever you are. Gorilla Press says, please remind everyone of our exclusive interview with Mankind Mick Foley himself on August 31st, entitled The Veil, only on YouTube. Done. There we go. Gorilla Press saying that they have got an exclusive interview with Mankind. Chalmers says, my old school lied to me this whole time. I don't remember this Nikola Tesla dude. I don't know what to tell you. We're learning things together. Gavin Johnson. We've just learnt he's a legend. Is it a he? I don't even know anymore. Do you know what I mean? I was quite happy that Nikola was a female name, and now that's been turned all upside down and everything. So, Gavin, thank you to you. If you're male or female, I don't know. At the end parts of Nikola Tesla's life, he went insane. Okay, well this is good. Let's raise the mood. And he would be afraid of germs and only knock on a door after walking around the house for... what? Go away! God, I don't want you here! Oh, I don't want to be haunted. I don't want to be haunted by some absolutely insane light bulb inventor. Oh, he went insane and he got afraid of germs and would only knock on a door after walking around the house 4 times. And he had a relationship with a pigeon. Don't bring the pigeon! I don't want the pigeon here. Oh, this is only a small room. If he brings a pigeon, it's going to be a nightmare to get it out. Unbelievable scenes. Unbelievable. Duckman26 Quack says, hey, hey, hey. Is this a song? What's this? Hey, 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 Lars Sullivan is going to return. Oh, that's a rubbish song. Oh, I don't like that song at all. I can tell you now, that is not going into the Billboard Top 100. Dates, can you kick people off for being mean? Joe, I can do anything. I can do anything. Plus, I can set Nikola Tesla on there. Yeah, if anyone's mean at me, I'm going to send Nikola Tesla and his pigeon round. Think about that. Think about that. 11 minutes. Oh, yeah, we got 11 minutes. Welcome to this Smackdown preview stream. Welcome to this Smackdown preview stream. And, yeah, we have got such a wonderful show for you this evening. It is in the Thunderdome. We've got 2 title matches, tag team championships on the line, intercontinental championships on the line. Big E versus Sheamus. Braun Strowman promo. Loads to look forward to. And Vince McMahon. We don't know if he's going to be jumping off anything. He might just be speaking some words. Gorilla Press says, who's amped for Thunderdome in less than 15 minutes? Who's amped? I'm amped. I'm amped. Amped. I do like that. Isn't that something to do with light bulbs? Amps. Nikola Tesla's amped. I can tell you that much. It's all connecting. It's all connecting. Nikola Tesla's in the chat. What? Really? Is there a Nikola Tesla in the chat? I hope so. Oh, yes! It's been pretty wacky. It's been strange. It's been strange. Nikola Tesla versus Thomas Edison at SummerSlam. Light bulb on a pole match. Days, how happy are you that WWE is out of the PC? I'm very happy, thank you. Shout out to you, WWE guy. How happy are you? Welcome to the haunted days. Could you imagine if I get haunted by some crazy inventor's pigeon? That would be mega lols. What if Nikola Tesla takes out Retribution for breaking light bulbs? Well, I've never done it, so just saying. It's not she, lightning bolt. It's not she. We've been down this road. This is a road that's well trodden, okay? Now, I understand why you've made that mistake, right? A lot of people make that mistake at first, but it's actually a he. Nikola Tesla had light bulbs. Couple of big old light bulbs. Definitely was a man. He could be in light bulbs, and he is aiming at you to get justice. He is a spirit. Well, yes, let's throw that out there. What football team do you support? I support Manchester United. Please don't hold that against me if you hate them. I've supported them since the early 90s. And I'm not one of these, like, die-hard fans that's going to get into an argument. If anyone wants to say, man, you are rubbish, I'll go, okay. Don't care. So, but yeah, I do like to just keep an eye out, you know. Tesla electrocuted an elephant. There's an old school video. Interesting. Days, you are funny. I wanted to say thank you. Every Monday and Friday, you lighten everything. You lighten everything up. Light it up. Oh my God! What if we get the return of AJ Lee? Light it up. The sun in your eyes. I don't know the words. But it does start with light it up. Light it up. if AJ Lee, if you're watching, when you do come out, right, when you do make your return and you've got the light it up, can you have Nikola Tesla's face on screen and have his mouth moving? You know, like they do in like animation things where they have the mouth moving. Light it up. That would be amazing. Like, who does that? Is it Terrence and Phillip they do that on? Light it up. I'd if someone is going to be saying that line, it's got to be Nikola Tesla, hasn't it? And I want his pigeon. I want his pigeon on screen as well. I want Nikola Tesla and his pigeon. Scenes. What if Ortiz cashes in on Braun Strowman at SummerSlam? Also, can I get a shout out? Yes, shout out to you, Daily London. What if Ortiz cashes in on Braun Strowman? Or Otis? Right, okay. In my head, I was like, who's Ortiz? Ortiz out of AEW. Why is he doing that? No, Otis. I don't think he will. I don't think they're going to want to confuse that storyline, if I'm being honest. Why would you want to take that Braun Bray storyline and do that? I don't know why you would want to put Otis in it. I think the Braun Bray Alexa story is so big that I don't know why you would want to mess around with it, to be honest, with Otis. And actually, I think that's why they've been keeping him away. Even Otis has looked at that situation and gone, yeah, not for me. Not for me. I don't fancy that. So, I don't know. I'm not sure it'll go that way. Maybe he could tease some and set some up for Payback, but I was saying this in my prediction video. I really do think that we're looking at Drew and Randy rematch. Drew and Randy rematch for Payback, because it is just the week after. The weekend after is Payback. So I think we get Drew versus Randy, and I think Drew's going to retain. I think it's going to be controversial. Maybe he retains because of DQ or count out or something like this. Either way, he still gets the belt, and it should set up a very quick, easy rematch for the following weekend. So, exciting to see what goes down. And apparently that's some kind of experiment as well. Not in a light bulb kind of a way, but in a will it work doing a pay-per-view as close to another pay-per-view. So, because it's the week after, which is so strange that we're having SummerSlam, and then the very next weekend we've got Payback. Very, very weird, but they've clearly got a reason for it. So Dave Meltzer was saying he thinks there's like going to be a red-hot feud or something. So, exciting, man. Exciting. Today's Smackdown is gonna be lit, says Nicola Titius. It is gonna be lit, you're right. It's gonna be very lit. It's gonna be very bright. It's gonna be very technology heavy. And we're gonna be starting with Vincent Kennedy McMahon. That's what we're gonna be starting with. Do you think Retribution could be made up of members of Evolve? Yes. I mean, I don't know that they'll go that way, but for me, when we had that first invasion, I looked into who those people could be, and I found a fair few connections to Evolve superstars that were still under contract when Vince had bought Evolve. So for me, that was a very real possibility. A very real possibility that it could be those guys. I understand that the reveal would be flat because no one would know who they are, but I still think that there's a very good chance that it could be them, or it could be the recently released superstars. There's a few different ways that they can go, and it's hard to know which way they're going to choose, you know. Right, 2 minutes, my friends. We've gone on quite the journey to get here, but we are here. And there is a lot of excitement in the air, as well as light, thanks to Nikola Tesla. And yes, we are just moments away. We know that Vince McMahon is going to be starting the show. I really hope that he does a song. I would love for him to come out and just start singing something. Maybe, is it Anaconda by Nicki Minaj? That would be fun. I don't know. I think there's lots of different things that he could do. I get a feeling he's just going to say welcome to the Thunderdome or something like this, but, you know, we can hope. Gorilla Press says Sasha and Bayley lose all the gold due to each other's interference. Yeah, maybe. It could definitely go that way. Gorilla Press says our next interview is going to feature Dominik Dijakovic. Well, there we go. Getting all the big interviews, getting all the big hitters. Alex, shout out to you, dude. Is Otis cashing in? I don't think so. We are 1 minute away. Ben Russell says, how has your day been? It's been wild. The past hour alone has been wild. And the show hasn't even started yet. So very excited. Very much looking forward to everything's been building up to this. The whole week has been building up to this. Been looking forward to seeing how this works. And there's so many things you got to keep an eye out for. Like, you know, people in the crowd. What are they doing? How are they reacting? What has Vince got to say? Will he sing a song? I hope he comes out and says, Ciao. Ciao. Okay, here we go. Dun 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 dun. Yes. I always like singing along with the. Whoa! There's thunder in the Thunderdome. Thunder. Elite Agent 7482. Shout out to you, my friend. I am excited as well. It is cool. Gorilla Press, we're looking forward to collaborating. Shout out to you, Gorilla Press. Pyro going off. Ah, what's that doing? This isn't a time for alarms. Come on, Vince. Where are you, mate? He's got lost. He's got lost in the smoke. WWE brings the thunder! Look at it. There's no one in the crowd. All the screens are blue and everything. It's a massive structure. It's made the Amway feel a touch smaller. They've kind of, because of the screens and everything, they have made it feel smaller. Yeah, he's in the ring. Welcome everyone to Friday Night Smackdown. There are a few black spots. No one brings the thunder like WWE. You'll never see it coming. A couple of thumbs up from a guy in the background. And they changed him. You can't go sticking your thumbs up. Is that the Fiend? Are all the lights going down? Oh, is he going to attack Vince? Is he going to attack Vince? Is the Fiend coming out with Vince in the ring? I heard people saying, do you think they'll do it? And I was like, nah, no way. No way. No way. Because why would you want to distract from the build between The Fiend and Strowman? But do you know what? WWE have gone, let's do it. Let's do it. Vince McMahon in the ring. We're getting a Fiend entrance. There's like teeth on the ceiling. The Fiend is in the entranceway. I tell you, there's going to be big questions if superstars don't get out there right now. Vince McMahon needs to ask some big questions if no one's going to come and save him. He pays literally everyone's wages. And the Fiend very slowly making his way down to the ring. And Vince McMahon is in the ring. Look at the Fiend. Fiend, just think about all of those awful booking moments that you had to endure when you was... Do you remember losing to John Cena, Fiend? Do you remember losing to The Undertaker? Go get him! Go get him, Fiend! Go get him! He's in the ring! Mandible clap. No, Vince doesn't care. Vince is standing there just like, Come on. This is darkness versus darkness, isn't it? Darkness. It's the Fiend that should be scared. Darkness versus darkness. Which character is darker? Here we go. Look, the Fiend making his way down. We got red lasers shooting out. Michael Cole is trying to promote the match. Why are they not freaking out about the fact that a 70-odd-year-old man is currently in the ring whilst a demented, split personality, mask-wearing lunatic is slowly making his way towards him? I would like it if the commentators were like putting over that this is a concern. Do you know what I mean? Because it is a concern. I'm just going to throw it out there, but if anything happens to Vince, I've got dibs on Linda. I'm throwing it out there straight away. Look at that. All the screens in the background of like a chopped up Fiend face. So you've got an eye over there, a mouth over there. You've got just stuff everywhere. It's absolute carnage as the Fiend is making his way into the ring. And he is face to face with Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Vince decides that now is the time to take a step back. Little gulp. Vince steps to the side. The Fiend steps to the side as well. Look at this. They're doing like some kind of dance. Vince goes this way. Fiend sticks his tongue out. Oh, someone saving Vince. Who's come in? Strowman. Strowman's making his way down. Oh, I think Strowman has just saved Vince. Well, there we go. Strowman is making his way down, and that should allow Vince the opportunity to get out the ring. Certainly Fiend turns and faces bald Strowman, who's making his way down. And Vince has left the ring. Strowman looks at the lantern that's on the edge of the ring. He climbs up, stares at the Fiend. That was a really good open. I would have liked the commentators to have been a bit more concerned for Vince. Rather than going, the Fiend will be facing Braun Strowman this weekend at SummerSlam. Like, do you know what I mean? There's a 74-year-old guy that's about to get mandible clawed. Vince outside the ring as Strowman and Fiend are face to face. We're still sticking with this because we don't know where this is going. They are face to face. Strowman mouthing some lights flickering. The crowd are back. WWE do take the crowd away for entrances and then they bring them back. Retribution. Is that Retribution? Retribution are here now. What's happening? We're just going to throw all the storylines in at once. Yeah! Let's just put all the storylines into one big pot. Mix it all up. Let's bring CM Punk back now as well. Is this Strowman's group? Look at the smile on Strowman's face. Or are they going to work together? They seem to be nodding. Fiend waves. Lights go out. Fiend has gone. And now Strowman's in the ring on his own. So I don't think Retribution are working with the Fiend. But the Fiend has just turned the lights out and disappeared. And Retribution, they're even smaller than we've seen before. There's around about 15 of them. I think they're trying to get his pocket money. I'm not sure. Here comes the locker room, though. Now, this is carnage, man. Just think of everything we've seen in the first 10 minutes. We've got the locker room that's come down now. Shorty G in there. They're probably Shorty G's friends, in all fairness. Matt Riddle is down. We've got other people coming down. King Corbin, John Morrison, AJ Styles, Drew Gulak, Dana Brooke, Otis. Look at this. It's absolute carnage, man. There's around about 35 people in the ring. The WWE superstars are emptying out the ring, but this has been the wildest start to a SmackDown ever. I will easily go on record with that. There is no SmackDown that has ever started with a Thunderdome, Vince McMahon, The Fiend, Braun Strowman coming down and face-to-face, Retribution attacking, the locker room coming out. We've only been on air for 9 minutes. This is madness. Naomi's come down. The WWE superstars have managed to gain some order. They've managed to drive Retribution away. Although, saying that, I mean, it could be their bedtime. I'm not sure. Drew Gulak just checking on Braun Strowman. That was wild. Well, we know that Retribution aren't working for Braun. I really don't think they're working for The Fiend. I really don't think they're working for The Fiend. I think they just chose that moment to jump into the ring. But there we go. What a wild start to SmackDown as Braun Strowman walks away. Oh, what did you think? WWE have just poured gasoline onto a fire. They've just poured everything onto the fire. Max says, thanks for helping last week. My question regarding the Premier League, I've settled on supporting Wolverhampton. Thanks again for the content. Okay, very cool, dude. Very cool. Shout out to you. Wolves are a good team. That was awesome. Carnage. Dark Order. Gorilla Press says, this is visually much better. It is a visual spectacle. Look, I'm just going back in the chat, seeing all your reactions. The Retribution here, the SmackDown locker room. I mean, look, everyone's on board. Everyone's saying that it's a really good start. Power Vapor Supply says, you are the icing on the cake. 10 out of 10 start. Awesome start. It was crazy. What a way to start. The first 10 minutes, maybe too much storyline, but who cares right now? Yeah, I mean, look, I think there's two ways of looking at this. Let's be honest for a second. There's a couple of ways of looking at this. You can either look at it and go, right, why did no one come out and help Vince earlier? Like, why did The Fiend get even that close to Vince? Where was everyone? Why did the locker room come out for Retribution, but they didn't come out for Vince? How did Retribution get into the Amway Center? Why are they constantly breaking into everywhere so easily? Why are WWE so awful when it comes to security? I don't understand. Why is all of Retribution honestly so small as well? I mean, we do have to talk about it. They were small. They are small. I don't understand why they haven't got bigger Performance Center. There's some big guys in the Performance Center, and seemingly they're not using them for Retribution. So I find that very strange as well. So there's two ways to look at it. You can either look at it and just go, what a start. That was like a sensory overload. I feel like I've just been battered. Every single sensor's just been smacked around the face. You can look at it that way, and I'm going to choose to look at it that way. You'll have to forgive me, but man, I just want to have a fun show tonight, and that was a fun opening. Or yes, let's be honest. You can look at it and go, okay, well, that didn't seem right. That didn't seem right. That didn't seem right. That didn't seem right. But let's not do that. This isn't the stream for that. Nick Reeder says, what do you think about The Miz being a part of Retribution? He either always shows up late or is occupied. He could be the leader. Could be. I did notice that. He came scurrying down after. That was so funny with Vince. Don't ask questions, says Terrence. Okay, I'm gonna not do that then. I'm not gonna ask any questions. Right, we're going back anyway. We're going back. We are back, and look at this. I've got Smackdown starts in. Such an explosive open. We've just got superstars in the ring. We've got Big E and we've got Sheamus in there. Are you not entertained? Oh, no, I am. I am entertained. Let's not make any mistake about that. I am definitely entertained. I'm just saying that there's things you can question. There's things that you can go pick apart, you know. I think the Thunderdome looks great. There are a few black screens that I am surprised at. I thought that they would do more to ensure it was constantly full all the time. I don't know if it's where people's internet is failing or what it is, to be honest. But we're underway with our first match in the Thunderdome, and as we said, it looks good. It feels bigger, brighter, more colourful. Fiend Bray Wyatt confronts Vince McMahon as Retribution. Attack. What an opening. What an opening. There's too much crowd noise. Oh, I can't hear the crowd noise. Let's turn it up. Hang on. Yeah, you can hear a kind of buzz. Big E charging into Sheamus, who's slumped against the steps. Forget green shirt guy. There's a green background guy. Yeah, there is a green background guy. You're absolutely right. One of the guys is sitting there. I did see someone. I can't remember who it was. Was it... I can't remember who it was. But someone was saying what they should do is they should request that people that are taking part sit in front of a white background and keep it uniformed. Because you have got like someone sat in front of a red background, someone sat in front of a green background, and all this. A few black screens, as we said. There's nothing bad here. It's all good stuff. It's all. I can't even stress how much better this is than the Performance Center. It's unmeasurable. It's unmeasurably better. Anna Dawes! Shout out to you, my friend. Anna says, Retribution are like a gang of Casey Catanzaro-sized chavs. What if it's her? What if it's her? What if she's playing a part in this? What if it's her friends? I don't know. There are questions. There's definitely questions. But I'm just choosing not to answer them right now. Or even ask them. Right now, I don't care. What if someone puts porn on the screen, they get kicked out, and they get fined by WWE? WWE are in no mood to mess around, and they will take legal action against anyone that messes around. I think it was in the terms and conditions and everything. So, what a wild start, man. They literally just went, how do we make a splash? How do we make a big statement? How do we really grab people's attention, you know? So, you've got to say fair play. There's definitely question marks. But you got to say fair play. They've absolutely gone for it. They've loaded the first 10 minutes. And we already know we've got 2 title matches coming up. So they're not going to struggle to, fill the rest of the time. So, yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm on board. I'm sold. I'm sold. They've got me. I'm hooked. Miz is acting suspicious. Perhaps he's shook up. Do you know what I mean? Perhaps like he's really emotional after what he's just seen. I don't know. I mean, it might change you, man. Mightn't it? Do you know what I mean? He's seen some stuff. You weren't there, man. You weren't there. You haven't seen what he's seen. The lights are flickering again as we go to commercial break. So, yeah, loads happening. So we've gone back to commercial break now as the lights were flickering away. Why is everyone frozen in the crowd? I think they're just watching, aren't they? I mean, the problem is you don't have that crowd mentality, so you're not going to get chants, and people aren't going to, like, there's not going to be mass sing-songs and all this kind of stuff, so there's definitely elements of it that aren't going to work with it being virtual. But look, is it an improvement? It's a massive improvement. It's not even close. It's not even close. Mo Jones says none of the locker room decided to unmask any of them. No, yeah, that's a good point as well. Look, Mo, it depends how you want to take this. I'm quite happy to sit here and rip it apart. I'm quite happy to do that because I think there's tons that you can do that with. But I'm not. I'm just going with it. Maybe that's right, maybe that's wrong, but we were all looking forward to this show. They've really tried to give us some. They've tried to give us some big talking points, and I'm just going to sit and enjoy. And you know, we can throw around a few thoughts after when we do our scores. Also, why did The Miz look so concerned? Perhaps he was a fan of Inter Milan that lost 3-2 earlier today. Miz is looking dodgy. Have I missed anything? Have you missed anything? I mean, I can sum it up in one sentence. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, confronted Vince McMahon as Retribution attacked. Bayern are winning the Champions League. Days, I'm watching SmackDown right now, and it is mad. It is mad, isn't it? It is. I said earlier, it is without any doubt the most explosive opening to a SmackDown ever. I don't care what other examples people have got. I mean, straight away, the Thunderdome is something so revolutionary that even that deserves to be up there and be mentioned on its own anyway. But the fact that they threw in the Fiend face... I mean, how long have we wanted to see the Fiend face-to-face with Vince? It's just a shame he didn't get mandible clawed. WWE is the rest of the roster. Eric, shout out to you, dude. Willy Wonka 3 says, what if Retribution pull a Scooby-Doo and when they get unmasked, they say, we would have got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling WWE superstar? Okay. Right, we've got Big E, belly to belly with Sheamus. We're still underway with our first match of the evening. How long until AEW introduce some kind of pyramid? Takes down Sheamus again. Always good to see Vince, especially with the Fiend standing right in front of him. Yeah, it's crazy. Look, we got Big E doing some hip swiveling. Against the ropes goes Big E, looking for a big splash. You've got superstars still out there, by the way. Just having a little look around. Just making sure that everything's above board. Making sure that... big boot by Sheamus. Yeah, making sure that the Retribution don't come back. We got Otis out there. He hasn't got his briefcase. There's no need for him to have his briefcase because, of course, there's no Braun Strowman in action. Shoulder up by Big E. We got Tamina out there. We got Matt Riddle. We got King Corbin. We got Miz. How do you feel about the Fiend waving bye to Braun? I think it's really good. I think that manners are very important. You know, I think that WWE is showing that even your darkness still can find manners and can still say goodbye and everything. So I think that's a big lesson for the kids that are watching. Big E on the shoulders of Sheamus, backs into the corner, gets planted down. Big E going for the pin. 2. Shoulder up. Shoulder up. I think we'd all pay to see the Fiend mandible claw, Mr. Oh my, Michael Cole. Days, I was told the lamb sauce was here, says Gordon Ramsay. It'll be here later. People criticize AEW for having fans, but WWE won't social distance. They're disgraceful. What do you mean, the superstars? Well, the superstars are all tested and they're all negative. I mean, I have heard a rumor that AEW are going to test the fans, but I don't know. How are they going to test all the fans? How long does that process even take? Is it an instant result? I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. But I do think there's a big difference between having a lot of people, a load of fans, or just your locker room. The Fiend waved bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Perhaps he's a fan of NSYNC. Is that who sang that? I don't know. Gordon Ramsay says, I will be waiting. Joe got onto the Thunderdome wall tonight. Very cool. Little roll up by Big E, and Big E gets the big victory. Big E has won. Well done to him. Well done to Big E. Big E victorious. Victorious. Sheamus backing away. Sheamus is going to kill someone. But if you didn't like the Fiend pointing to the WrestleMania sign, important to know what you want. Well, no, I don't mind him waving bye-bye because that's, hang on, that's massively different. The Fiend pointing at WrestleMania, I wasn't massively into that because I thought that he could have just attacked John Cena. You know, like that's Bray's Darkness, but Bray's Darkness is going to be like, I'll see you at WrestleMania. So, yeah, I mean, like, I wasn't massively into that because I kind of felt like they could have gone about it a different way. But the ring being surrounded by Retribution and the Fiend saying, good luck, I'm leaving you now. Because there was a moment where I think Braun thought they were going to work together and they were going to both together fight off Retribution. So the fact that the Fiend went, good luck, see you later, and did one, I think that fits in with his character. I don't think that's comparable to the pointing at the WrestleMania sign at all. At all. You've got Nakamura and you've got Cesaro backstage jumping the Lucha House Party. Cesaro says our match is starting now. We saw Jeff Hardy as well. He was clearly in some discomfort, so I'm not sure what's happening with Jeff. It's important to know what the Fiend wants. His feelings matter. Yeah, as I said, I feel like they're very different. My criticism of Fiend pointing up at the sign was that this is Darkness. I don't know that Darkness is going to basically wait. Do you know what I mean? Is Darkness like, he wants to get at John Cena, but let's do it at WrestleMania. That felt a little bit... I felt like there was many different ways they could have gone. But yeah, good luck with this. I'll see ya. I hope Retribution leave part of you for me this Sunday kind of a thing. I kind of felt like that was sick, demented. Do you know what I mean? Leaving him, abandoning him. No, I was all right with it. Of all the things that went on in the start, that didn't resonate as an issue with me. I think the fact that Retribution managed to get in again. I think it's going to be interesting if it turns out that Miz is the leader, because if Miz is the leader, that might explain how they're getting in. Could it be that everywhere's on lockdown, but Miz knows of a way of letting them in? I don't know. I'm just throwing a few thoughts out there because there's a lot of people saying that Miz is acting suspicious, and I can definitely see that. The leader of Retribution is going to remove his mask, and it will turn out to be Vince, and he will say it was me. Well, interesting theory. I mean, Fiend was in the ring with Vince, and no one was coming to save him apart from Braun. And the first people to get there was Retribution. Could it be that they were on the way to help Vince? I don't know. Could it be that they were trying to get to Vince? Is it Vince that they want Retribution against? That would make sense. So, yeah, I mean, look, there's loads of different ways that you can take all of that. Loads of different ways. Days, voting time. Retribution, FC, Retribution United, Retribution City, Retribution AC. What's Retribution AC? It sounds like air conditioning unit. I'll go with that. Days, if no one who is a part of Retribution, how will security know who to stop coming in? Just ask them. They're children. I'm pretty sure that they'll turn around. Like, if they go, are you in Retribution? They'll go, yeah. I mean, no. I mean, I can't believe I fell for that. Days, what if Vince is saying you'll never see it coming, and that is alluding to something huge happening at SummerSlam? Maybe a CM Punk return. Maybe. I felt like they were pointing and teasing towards something with Jeff Hardy having an injury, so we'll have to wait and see what's happening there. Did Joseph Park attack Jeff, or was it Abyss? Oh, if it turns out to be Joseph Park, I don't want Abyss. Got no interest in Abyss. I don't know anything about Abyss, so I don't care. I never watched Impact. I've seen a couple of his matches. I'm sure that he's mega lols, but Joseph Park just entertains me so much more. Shinsuke's outfit looks awesome. This is Shinsuke. I prefer Shinsuke's old outfit. Well, we are just jumping back over right now to the show. Just waiting to go back. But yeah, he did have a cool looking attire. Nothing's stopping AEW from having Retribution showing up. It's not AEW. It was Nikola Tesla, says Declan. Yes. Abyss was a hardcore guy. He was a huge deal. Hey, I'm sure he was. But I've said many times I don't watch Impact, I don't watch TNA. So I have to judge on what I've seen so far. And I love Joseph Park. I love that guy. So I've got no interest in Abyss, because if you give me Abyss, you also take away Joseph Park. And I will not allow you to do that. I will not sit here and allow you to take away one of my favourite new characters. Have you noticed on Raw, Retribution are doing stuff outside, but on SmackDown, they always seem to be in the ring? Could we have two groups? Matt, I think what you've done there is potentially throw out a theory. Could it be The Miz? Could that be a massive clue? Could it be they can't get in on Raw because Miz isn't on Raw? Days, I love the intro. I can't even find that comment now. I just saw Days, I love the intro. There, Young Astro says, Days, I love the intro, but there's one huge plot hole. Last week we saw that Braun could teleport. Okay, straight up, no one can teleport. Let's stop there. No one can teleport. Do you mean that Braun knows the lighting person and he can also have the lights turned off? I do. I can vibe with that. I can understand that Braun could also go bye-bye. Yes, I do agree with that. But do I think I'm watching people that have the ability to teleport? No, I do not. Because I will lay into this show harder than Jim Cornette lays into AEW, let me tell you, right? I do not go in for that spookiness, yeah? I'm a man of science. We've been talking about the technological advancements thanks to Nikola Tesla. That's what I believe in. I believe in science and technology, not spookiness and teleporting. Days, do you think that Retribution will interfere in Adam Cole versus Pat? No. Joseph Park and Abyss was always a package in TNA, so I'm sure Park wouldn't go away if Abyss appears. What, he was in... I thought this was a WWE character, if I'm being honest. I didn't know that Joseph Park... I thought Abyss had always just been Abyss. I didn't know Joseph Park was a character in Impact. That's interesting. Okay, well, then you can have... I'll let you have a little bit of Abyss. You can have a little bit of Abyss, but not much. Because I don't want to tune into SmackDown and not have any Joseph Park because he's being Abyss. Right? So you can have a little bit of Abyss, but most of the time he's got to be Joseph Park. I've been fair. I've been more than fair. Cesaro and Nakamura versus Lucha House Party. I think it could be Sheamus. Yeah. I'm a man of geography. You can never track me down, says Rathman. It's good to be a man of something. Future Compilation says a little bit of Abyss. Joseph is Abyss's brother. Ah, that's interesting. I didn't know this. So Joseph Park is Abyss's brother. So they could bring Abyss then. Right. Okay. Well, I still don't want him. I just want Joseph Park. And his wonderful facial expressions. Nice sit-down powerbomb. This is for the Tag Team Championships. So... Miz and Morrison are watching this match backstage. When Abyss needed to slow down because of all the hardcore matches he did overtime, he took a break and he came back with a new gimmick that would work to extend his career. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I didn't know this. So, good to find out. Because now, if someone asks me in the future, I can say, yeah, that's Abyss's brother, and make out like I've known it for years. Rumours are that Messi wants to leave Barcelona. The Fiend entrance was crazy. It was really good, wasn't it? It was really good. I would have liked Vince to have looked a little more concerned, and I would have liked the Fiend to have attacked. But, you know, I'm quite pleased with what we got. It was certainly a riot. I mean, literally, it was a riot. Retribution is probably WWE superstars that were mistreated. Their main goal is to take out Vince because it's his fault they didn't succeed. That is when they beat Vince out of WWE and Triple H takes over. I think he meant Joseph Park and Abyss are split personalities. Okay. Oh, what? So they're not brothers. They're like brothers in the same body. Like the Fiend and Bray. Funhouse Bray and the Fiend. Got you. Hey, Days, do you think Monday Night Raw will move to Fox? No, they've been on USA since they began, so no, I think everyone's happy. Days, I wonder if Green Shirt Guy is there. I haven't seen him. There are people with green shirts. There's a guy as well that for some reason has put a filter over his thing, so his whole screen is red. Not his background, like his face and everything, it's all red. Everyone looks a bit bored in the crowd, don't they? That's the only downside. When something happens, they cut to the crowd and everyone's like... Everyone's just watching. Do you know what I mean? Just like... Honestly, they should just have me on. They shouldn't be so rude. They shouldn't be so rude as to say that you can't stream at the same time and we want exclusive access. Because... Put me on one of them screens. One of the black ones that's got nothing on. Put me on there. I'll be like, yeah! I can do that for 2 hours. Woo! Yeah! Cartwheel! Lindsay! Bang! Lovely kick by Lindsay. Shinsuke's gone down. Moonsault by Lindsay Dorado. He's going again. Another one by Lindsay. One more, yeah! Yes! Cesaro makes the save! Gut wrench! Oh, reversed! Cesaro to the outside! Here comes Grand Metallina! He's botched it! Grand Metallica's botched it! He went running straight over the top, tried for a head scissor takedown, but just ended up going... Absolute scenes. Grand Metalik is down on the floor. He tried to do a wrestling move, but he just ended up going. Ah! Shinsuke! Oh! Looking for that Kinshasa. Going for the Kinshasa. Gets the ropes. Ah! Stunner! Stunner by Lindsay. Nakamura back in the corner. Nakamura in the corner. Straight over the top roller. Cesaro looking for the swing. No. Couldn't get it up over the top. Reversed. One. Oh. Come on, Lindsay. Come on, Cesaro. I don't know who I want. Oh, it's a little bit botchy, this match. 2. Oh. Well done, Cesaro. Well done, Cesaro. Lucha House Party would have won that match. They would have won that match. But one of their members decided to go jumping over the top. Tried to do a head scissor takedown and ended up going. Ah! Absolute scenes in the Thunderdome. Look how frustrated. Look how frustrated Kalisto is. He is so frustrated. Fun fact, Abyss was born in Washington. That is a fun fact. That might be the funnest fact of the night. Oh, Kalisto. Don't take it out on Lindsay. It was blooming Grand Metalik that decided to throw himself out the ring. Oh, no. This is a Lucha House fight. It's a Lucha House fight. Gorilla Press says, elbow on the couch. I've beat the couch up. Look at this. Lindsay and Kalisto are all like, ah. I'm a better Lucha. No, I'm a better Lucha. Oh, we've got some problems here. Jeff Hardy has got a bad right knee, guys. And this doctor's like... I mean, I've looked at it. What can I do? I don't know. I'm not even a real doctor. I think it's a knee. I'm pretty sure these are elbows. Just trying to work it out. Earlier tonight, we're just seeing Retribution when they attacked Lucha Fight Party. That's exactly what was going down. Why is it an ad? Why is what an ad? What's an ad? What's an ad? What are you watching? You're on the wrong channel. Smackdown is on right now. Oh, that's when it happened. AJ Styles kicking Jeff Hardy from behind. Kayla says that footage shows that you're responsible. Not to be a killjoy, but sport really suffers from all that's happening. With no emotion, no passion, no fans. This is an unfortunate truth, and the fan screens are showing that. Days, they just announced Liddell and Ortiz are going to fight. Ooh. Okay, that'll be cool. Be worth a little watch. Who's your favourite commentator? Gorilla Monsoon. Days, what Diva team is better? The Iconics, the Bellas, please let me know. I'd say better all-round of Bellas. But Iconics are still relatively new. Here's Bailey, here's Sasha. Almost as good as me, says Bailey. Look at that, they clinky the belts together. Okay, we got the boss. We got Bailey. And they're going to have an interview with Corey Graves. It's Nikola Tesla undercover. What do you think about John Jones vacating the title? I think it was a shock. I think there's some big fights for him in heavyweight. I mean, Stipe Miocic against John Jones. Stunning fight. Even if he faces Ngannou. So, yeah, I didn't expect it. Big news. Please get the titles off Sasha and Bayley. I can't, dude. I'm busy. If I was there, I would do it. But I can't. Fun fact, Abyss was born. You've done this, Sean. We've already covered that fun fact. You can't go over fun facts again. See, shout out to you. See, do you think Joseph Park went to the Performance Center and is wondering where everyone is? Oh, I hope not. Oh, actually, I hope they do. Could you imagine right at the end of the show, after the episode, we go over and he's just sat in the corner, completely empty. It's a completely empty Performance Center. You just got Joseph Park. And then he turns into Abyss. Sami Zayn could return. He could return. He also might not return. Is Raw in the Thunderdome? Yes. Asuka's going to win. Good. All shows are there until October. Yes. I hate heel Bayley and Sasha, says Gorge Mogul. Shout out to you. You're wrong. Days, Sasha and Bayley just look like gold. They should do a Thunderdome retro night. What, where we relive the best moments of the Thunderdome? They should. You're absolutely right. They should do that on Monday. It should just be a whole episode on Monday dedicated to the best Thunderdome moments from this SmackDown. So basically SmackDown again. You jumping on the couch gives me shades of you falling off a shelf. Bad memories. Funhouse Bray said that they were both going to lose something. Yes. Braun's going to lose the title and Bray's going to lose one of those crazy contact lenses that he wears. And it is going to be a nightmare to try and find it because there's so much space now. There's so many areas that could go that if that's going to be the first match, he's going to take up the rest of the time just trying to find it. And it is going to take a little bit away from the Fiend character, watching him looking around on the floor trying to find the contact lens. Just like, have you seen it? No, I did. I had it during the match. Is it around? Can we get the locker room out? Vince, can you put the house lights on? No, I don't want the lasers. Have we got... Is that it? No, it's a spider. So that is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that next week. Days, it's almost half-time scores in 14 minutes. Oh my God. Just revealed, Roman, CM Punk and Rob Van Dam are going to return at SummerSlam. Well, there we go, guys. Breaking news. They are going to be known as the new Lucha House Party. Those noises are fake. What? The crowd noises? Yes. Days, why do we need a recap of what happened 41 minutes ago? Because it was so monumental that the whole wrestling world shifted 2 foot. So it's important that we relive it. Anyway, we're going back from the commercial break. WWE are going to establish a Thunderdome. Well, they have done it. I saw it. It was on TV. CBS. Unprecedented. ESPN says, welcome to the Thunderdome. We are trending #1 in the world, guys. Go us. Backstage, we've got some random woman. I bet she's in Retribution. And Mandy. I bet Kayla's in it. She's the right height. SummerSlam's in 2 days. That's mental. Shout out to you, Al Lazinski. I wish my couch was at the Thunderdome. Same here. What's the point in having fans? Because WWE, if you can't hear them... Sonia. We've been through a lot. I don't know if you know this, but so much of the good and beautiful... What's she on about? She's trying to appeal to Sonia. What's she doing? Just beat her and shave her head. Shut up. Mandy says, I don't know how you're feeling. Hair versus hair. The way I'm feeling. Let's put it behind us and get back to where we were. I choose to see the good. That is beautiful. That is, honestly, that is beautiful. That is so beautiful. I choose to see the good in you. That is such a powerful line. I think that will fail. I think we're still going to end up with a match at SummerSlam. There is no good in Sonya Deville. Here comes Bayley. Sasha has made her way down. Boss time. Mandy looks awesome with short hair. Esteban says the Thunderdome looks like a giant spider from Wild Wild West. It actually is. They hired one. And then they put screens all around it. Fake noises. Yes, there will be fake noises. As you first come down, you've got just like loads of nodding lights. You know those ducks that drink water and then come back up again and then go back for more water? You know those ducks that do that? That's what those lights remind me of. You got these lights, they're just doing this. They're like rocking out. Woo! All these lights just like, yeah! It's like those, do you know what I mean? A lot of you won't know what I mean. I know what I mean. Bayley and Sasha on the edge of the ring as they hold the championships up. We've got smoke shooting up from the screens. Corey Graves is in the ring. The Amway Center looks completely different. Oh, it feels so much better. It does feel so much better. Bayley and Sasha. I wonder if Asuka's going to appear. They look amazing. Bayley Dose straps. I'm glad Pyro is official. Days, that's Mandy's hairstylist. Oh. Shout out to Ryan Peters. What? Okay, so Corey Graves asking the questions. In all fairness, I saw one woman going boo. I saw one woman doing that. Fair play to that woman. There in the background, right behind Bayley. Can you see? She's got a WrestleMania shirt on. She's right behind Bayley going boo. Get her in the front row. Get her around there. If you're watching Thunderdome and you are sitting there like, have a word with yourself. That's better. There's another guy now going boo. Everyone should be booing. Everyone on that screen right now. Everyone should be like boo. They should call it the Seizure Dome. Bayley says we're the most logical people in this company. Ding dong. We've got all the gold. Yeah, there are fake boos coming in. I mean, I don't really mind the fake boos because how is it any different to the Performance Center recruits being paid to boo? It's no different. They might have neighbours. Well, they haven't got to make noise. It don't matter if they've got neighbours. Don't matter if there's someone in the next room. They can still do this. Corey says, is there a disagreement? There's no one that can beat us in one night. Oh, hello. Amazing in. The amazing woman's coming. Naomi on her way. Bring it to the floor. Naomi. They're arguing. They are arguing. The crowd look like they're reacting at gunpoint. Who are you seeing that's reacting? Someone is wearing a yellow La Parka mask. Sasha giggling. You want to face the both of us? Okay. Handicap match. Wait, what's happening? Oh, nice! So, Bayley has changed her mind. She doesn't want to face Asuka first. So, there's going to be a beat the clock challenge against Naomi. Man, this will wind Sasha up. This is not what Sasha wanted, because Bayley came out and was like, yeah, we're good friends. I'll go first. I did say I kind of felt like that was a key moment. I did say I felt like they'd rushed that. I put it in my predictions video as well. I was like, I think that's a really big moment, because surely whoever faces Asuka first loses. So we got Beat the Clock challenge coming up. Gorilla Press says it's a perfect way to re-establish Naomi, don't you think? Yeah, it's good. It's a good prominent position to put her in. It's a shame that she hasn't made it onto the SummerSlam card, but yeah, you know, it's if you're gonna do a Beat the Clock challenge against someone, then you might as well do a Beat the Clock challenge against Naomi, considering the hashtag that was going around. Days, it's official. Corey Graves is the worst commentator. Karate Buff says, seriously, I can't take any more of this. It's purgatory. Dude, you need to watch NXT. If you want to know what purgatory looks like, you need to venture to the black void that is Full Sail. This is an explosion of colour and life compared to that place. Right. Yeah, get your scores in. Let's do halftime scores. Do your halftime scores. Get them in. Ping them in. Hi, Days. My halftime score is 100 out of 100. 8 out of 10, says Ryan. 7.5 out of 10. Get your scores in. Bear Grylls needs to be a special guest referee. Beat the Clock challenge. We've not had that in like 2 years. It's been a while. Days, did you see that Keith Lee is in the back of Bayley? That was him wearing a black t-shirt. I didn't see. I know that they've been using some stars there. If Keith Lee's going to be the replacement to take on AJ, that would be awesome. But I kind of feel like they could find someone better, because Keith Lee's meant to have a match tomorrow against Karrion Kross. So I'm not sure coming out and having a match against AJ for the IC title is wise. Naomi's entrance was cool. Right, we've got 9, 8.25, 9.9, 10, 8, 5 from Paul B, 7.5. Not a bad booked show, and it is fun, says LSW. Don't talk trash about NXT. I'm just saying it's a black void. 6 out of 10, 2.5, 7.75. Dave in real life says 8. Tony says 8. Harry says 6.5. John gives it a 9. Vape Ross Vape goes, Wrestling Days fan, 7.75. Gorilla Press says, what I love is that this Naomi thing, it feels organic. I don't know. I kind of feel like it's a reaction to that trend. So they tried to do something with her with that Lacey thing, and that was a bit flat. So now, if you're going to do a Beat the Clock challenge, the universe have kind of made their voices heard as to who it should be that is going to be that person. If you're going to have them beat a woman, what woman do you put out there? You put out there the woman that the universe had trending a few weeks back. So I feel like they can keep this ball rolling. It'll be interesting to see if she... I don't know what they're going to do, though, because she can't get a title shot at Payback unless she has a title shot against Asuka or something, but I just don't think that's on the cards. We're not going to know Payback till we know SummerSlam, are we? And it's hard to see how Naomi's going to fit in. So she might have to wait a little while for some opportunities. Anyway, we're underway. We've got Sasha against Naomi. Beat the Clock Challenge. Sasha versus Naomi. Banks versus Naomi. What is your favourite snack to eat? I don't tend to eat any, to be honest. Is there any AEW talent in the crowd? No, they're all vetted. Gorilla Press gives it a 9.7. Shout out to you, dude. Kevin with a 4. Should be Mickie James. I think they're doing something else with her, though. I think she's doing something with Natalia and Lana. So, Bailey says, don't you touch my best friend like that. So, I mean, this is good for Naomi. It's going to give her loads of TV time. She's got 2 matches here now.
Anonymous
Normally
is a legend.
struggles to get on TV.
They donated $20 via a super chat. Police light, police light, police light. Everyone loses something
Police
in the
light.
SD title
Police
match.
light. Police
Braun
light.
loses the title. Funhouse Bray loses Braun's friendship. The Fiend loses his ability.
I'll read that for you, Moda. Shout out to you, Moda. Moda says, everyone loses something in the SmackDown title matches. Braun loses the title. Funhouse Bray loses Braun's friendship. I'm not sure he's got it, though. The Fiend loses his ability to tell his story. Buzzards Bray loses the ability to make an appearance. Yeah? I don't know. I kind of feel like Braun loses the title. I could see that happening. Funhouse Bray loses Braun's friendship. I don't think he's got it right now. The Fiend loses his ability to tell his story. I don't even know what that means. If he wins the match and he wins the title, is he not getting his story? Is he not getting his way? Buzzards Bray loses the ability to make an appearance. I think he's a non-factor, to be honest. I think when he says everyone loses something, I think he's talking about the Fiend and he's talking about Braun. Now, Braun, you would think, would lose the title. I haven't really given it much thought what he means that Fiend Bray would lose. I don't know. If you've got some theories similar to Moda, fire it in the chat. It's interesting. Throw a few thoughts around. I certainly see where you're coming from, Moda. I don't know that he's going that far with it, if I'm being honest. I think he's more referring to the Fiend and to... Maybe the Fiend loses the opportunity to get Braun to join him or something. I don't know, perhaps. But I don't think the Fiend cares about that. I think Bray cares about it, but I don't think the Fiend does. There's a bear. There's a bear. I cannot see the bear. There's a bank statement. I can see that. Sasha Banks with a bank statement has got Naomi tapping. That was an alright little match. I can't see the bear. Are you sure you're not looking at Vince? Bailey in with a knee to the side of the head. Look. Okay, so Sasha's getting out the ring. Bailey has got 3 minutes 39. There's a teddy bear in the crowd. Okay, 3 minutes 39 on the clock. WWE sucks. I'm fascinated with a teddy bear now. I can't see this teddy bear. I swear people are just looking at Michael Cole or something. Days, my bold prediction is that CM Punk is the leader of Retribution. If Randy shows up and punts Corey, I'll give this a better overall score. Is Becky in the crowd? I don't think so. Naomi is down on her hands and knees. She's getting kicked in the arm by Bayley. Into the corner goes Naomi. Bayley going over. Down goes Naomi. 2. Kick out. Wrestling Days. Why won't Bayley let Naomi pin her for a fast time? Because she would lose the match and lose the beat the clock challenge. She's got to beat Naomi in this time. I don't think it counts if she loses. If she loses, she just straight out loses the challenge. So she has got to beat Naomi in this time. Naomi going over, driving Bayley face first into that middle turnbuckle. Why are people complaining about Naomi losing? You really expect her to be a double champ? Yeah, I think you'd have to have. I suppose her losing in 3 minutes is a little bit. Doesn't do much for her, does it? Do you know what I mean? Losing a match in 3 minutes. And then, you know, you'd have to think she's going to lose a match here as well. 1, 2. Oh, no, as I've just said that, it's Bayley that has lost. So Bayley is going to have to face Asuka first. So things stay as they were. That's good, actually. That's good. That at least gives Naomi something, doesn't it? That's good. You gotta say that's good booking. Gotta say that's good booking. And it keeps things as they were. I still stand by my prediction. I still think Bayley loses at SummerSlam. And I think she's going to take it out on Sasha. And we're seeing it now. And here comes Asuka. Doom. Yes. Aw, why aren't they changed? The crowd should be all changed. Impressive! Oh, I'd be going crazy if I was on camera right now. Asuka! 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 Woo! I will be the empress of every title. Gorilla Press says, the grin on Sasha's face, it's foreshadowing. Well, here comes Sasha, running down towards Asuka, going for a clothesline. Big kick by Asuka. Sasha goes down. Asuka jumps into the ring. Knee strike to Bayley. Bayley's day just went from bad to worse. Kicks coming in, some big kicks coming in by Asuka. Out the ring goes Bayley. Bayley is stumbling away. I think their belts might still be in the ring. Bayley grabbing the SmackDown title. She's left Sasha's title. She's left Sasha. She's run past Sasha. Sasha's down on the entrance ramp. Bayley's run past her. It's happening. It's happening. We're watching it happen before our eyes. Asuka doing a little dance in the ring. Asuka doing Asuka things. In today, the future. Wonderful. I actually hate Asuka. Get out. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are, Jaden? Right, we've got Jeff Hardy back up on his feet. The doctor says, I'll clear you. talks like that? What's he on about? Firefly Funhouse. Tonight. Firefly Funhouse. Tonight. What is your favorite theme song? Kamala. There's Sonia. Sonia, have you got a response? Sonia says, I have got nothing to say to you. I have got nothing to say to you. Here's Dana. Oh. Dana says, I'm sorry for everything you... Oh, yes! That is amazing! Dana just went up to Sonia and went, look, I'm really sorry for everything you've been through this week. So, of course, some very real things happened to Sonia this week. Sonia went, it's nothing I can't handle. Boom! Massive slap! That was great. Something good happened. In fact, a few good things happened on this show. Been a really good show. I saw a super chat. Let me go back to it. But I can't find it. There it is. Gorilla Press. I called it days. Gorilla Press with the predictions. Dennis, a cold menace. Fiendy. That was a hard slap. It was a hard slap, wasn't it? It was. They broke the fourth wall again. I like it when they do that. I thought that was really good. Sonia gives a good slap. She does. What a slap! Boom! It was random. What was random? That reference. They would say that though, wouldn't they? It was a very public thing. Like, I love that because that's exactly what would happen. Like, if I was backstage and I saw Sonia, I would be like, Sonia, I just want to say I'm really sorry for what I'm shocked. I mean, you would say that to her. So Dana's just done it there. Just so happened that there was a camera there at the time, and Sonia goes, it's nothing I can't handle. Ugh. I like it. Sign me up. It's been a good show, man. There's been some really, really good stuff. Has there been some stuff that you can question? Yeah. Have I been entertained? Definitely. Gorilla Press says, I called the Sasha Bailey deal. It's going to happen. I mean, I would say that's a slow train that's been coming for quite a while. But it certainly seems like we're getting closer to the station now. I said in the predictions video that I think that Bailey loses to Asuka. I think Bailey is going to get frustrated because Sasha retains. I think that they're going to have to defend the tag titles. They'll lose them. I think the turn comes at Payback. I think that Payback's going to be the straw that what? Payback's it's going to be where it all blows up. That'll do. I'm tearing up, says Gabriella. Why are you tearing up, dude? Tony says, this has been one of the most entertaining shows of the year. Gorilla Press says, it seems Bruce is better if he focuses on one brand. That's a good point, yeah, because rumours of Shane, isn't there? Has that started, though? Sonia's come out to say a few words. What's happening? What are you saying, Sonia? What do you want, Mandy? What do you want? You're going to end up facing me one way or another. Clearly you're unbothered by the fact I cut your hair. Well, I mean, you didn't do a very good job. Oh my god, she's losing her mind. Me and you in that ring. She's shaking. No DQ. Loser. Loser leaves WWE. Well, man, if I was Mandy, I'd be like, nah, let's just do the hair versus hair. Do you remember the hair versus hair thing that we agreed to? Let's just do that. What? I don't understand. Mandy doesn't have to agree. Loser leaves. Sonya with a bombshell. Who's leaving? Sonya leaving. Perhaps, I mean, honestly, perhaps that thing that happened messed her up too much. I don't know. I mean, that will mess you up, won't it? Think about it. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I just don't know what to think anymore. I can't even think. Sonya is not messing around. Whoever loses is going to join Retribution. Ah, Ryan, that's amazing. Why is Sonya so angry? She's very angry. I don't know. Firefly Funhouse. Is this it? This is just a recap. With everything going on, Sonya can't stay in WWE. Poor Sonya. She's probably mentally out of it. Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, if she turned around and went, I need a break. I really need to step away from this and get. I could understand that. I think we could all understand that, you know. To be fair, my head would be screwed if that happened to me as well. Definitely. I always thought that Sonya was losing. I always thought that Sonya was going to get her head shaved. But it really could be that after what's happened, she's decided to walk. That's a big bombshell, isn't it? Whoever loses is not going to leave. In my opinion, it's storyline and they will come back. I think they will come back. But I think she's taken some time away. I agree with Anna Dawes. Maybe Sonya's taken some time to recover. Yeah. Recap. Then a new Funhouse. Oh, okay. Well, we've got a recap right now. Recap. And the crowd say, Bo, select. Where are you? No more hair versus hair. I know, it's a bit sad, isn't it? I mean, in a way, this is more important, but I did want to see a bald lady. That's what I wanted to see. That's always been my dream. And I do feel like my dreams have been robbed from me. They gave me bald Strowman, but it's not the same. Maybe Sonya could leave to recover from this week's events. Hey, look, here's Nikki. Me and Alexa have been friends for a while. When we spoke on Tuesday, she seemed a little off. I can't put my finger on it. She's different. She's different. It's probably because you abandoned her and then didn't save her when she got kidnapped for 2 weeks. I would probably also be a little off with my friend. The Alexa I know is funny. Yeah, well, there's not much to joke about at the moment, is there, Nikki? She got kidnapped by a crazy man and held hostage for 2 weeks, and you was nowhere to be seen, and you're an awful friend, and now you're going to sit there and look confused, and that's weird. We've learned that you're never the same when you face the Fiend. Sonya needs a break, says Jake. You'll never see it coming, guys. Fun House tonight. Brand new episode. What else are they going to give us? Honestly. What happened to... Is Nikki's nose broke? I think she did break her nose a long time ago. I'm not sure. Right. AJ Styles. They don't want none. They don't want none. They don't really want none. Where's Retribution gone as well? Did they get driven out of the venue? If they did, it was probably by their moms. Right, AJ making his way down. Nikki is Abigail or Lexi with the Fiend. There's Daniel Bryan sitting in front of an unfinished wall. Is that his wallpaper? Or is it... Or has he gone mental with a paintbrush? It looks like he's literally gone... "Ah!" with a paintbrush. It's hard to know, isn't it? I'm worried for Daniel Bryan. Wow, that's some crazy pyro. Crazy pyro for AJ Styles. Jeff is getting attacked again. 40 minutes left. We got 40 minutes left. Naomi is the head of Retribution. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Do you know what? A female leader of a group would be awesome. I'd be totally down for that. A female leader of a group. We've never seen such a thing. We might have done, but I just don't recall. But, yeah, female leader of a group. So if it did turn out to be Naomi, that would be a massive vehicle for her. And that would be very, very cool. I'd be totally on board with that. Harry says, Days, thank you for making these amazing streams. Shout out to you, my friend. Jerry Smith says, I guess there's no Joseph Park. Don't say that. Don't say that. It's the only thing that I look forward to. The only thing I look forward to is Joseph Park and his wonderful facial expressions. So, yeah, hopefully he's still going to make his presence felt. Hopefully he is such a big character now that they're actually going to have him come down during the match or something. Did you see any main roster talent being in Retribution? It's hard to say who's in Retribution. I think that it could be ex-main roster talent. If it's a female, it's got to be Ronda. I'd think Ronda would be with the Four Horsewomen. They'll probably do something silly at the end. Oh, they're definitely doing something at the end. There'll be something big that goes down. Definitely. Something big's dropping. WWE has so many simp tag teams. Led by a female. What do you mean? Who's led by a female? Days after last week, they cannot do a SmackDown without... I know they can't. You're right. They cannot do a SmackDown without Joseph Park. How are you liking the Thunderdome? I really like it. I think it's... I know there's criticisms. I know there's people saying fake noises. That was always going to be the case. Because it never said about make sure you've got a microphone. Plus, it would just be it wouldn't be a satisfying sound if everyone had different mics and it would all interfere and the sound was never going to be a thing. I think that it would be good if the crowd could be a bit animated. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe, I know it's weird for them to be sat at home watching TV and reacting because literally they do look like people just sat at home watching the show. Yeah, I wish that they were being a bit more animated. I think if you're going to make it onto a screen, remember that you're part of the show. But I can understand you not thinking that. But yeah, that's my only criticism, really. I think it looks incredible. Could you see the tag, you'll never see it coming, have something to do with main roster talent? Maybe. I don't know if it's got something to do with John Cena. I think Michael in our chat said that. Okay, so we've gone back. We've got AJ Styles in the ring. And here comes Jeff Hardy. Retribution are going to show up on all of the monitors. That doesn't look good, does it? Jeff Hardy seems to be really, really struggling. And you've got to think there's going to be a replacement here. I think there will be a replacement. You can't step into the ring with Styles if you're not 100%. Someone I think is taking his place. Will that crowd lose their mind if CM Punk comes back now? I would hope so. Jeff needs a replacement. Everyone's getting pyro. Pyro for everyone! Jeff Hardy's got a knee brace on then underneath his trousers. Right. Calf crusher time. Jeff will tap. Sammy might end up replacing Jeff to get his IC title back. Where is Abyss? We don't know. Hardy slumped down in the corner. He looks in pain. He's hobbling. A few fake cheers. Can you stream SummerSlam? We are streaming SummerSlam this weekend. We will be doing a full stream. If you are watching and you're not subscribed, think about it. Just have a think about it. We are back on Sunday. I mean, we are here tomorrow for UFC and boxing, but we're back on Sunday for SummerSlam. And what a show that promises to be. Considering how much they've given us here for this SmackDown, SummerSlam should be crazy. Lucha House Party needs a push. They need therapy after what's gone down tonight. Okay, the bell has sounded. Jeff is clearly not in a great place. There's quite a lot of blank screens, you know. Quite a lot. I can see around about 20. Maybe more. Dust in the Wind says Miz runs Retribution. There is definitely that theory that's circulating. He's looking a bit shifty, isn't he? The match hasn't started yet. It has. It's begun now. Jeff Hardy gets driven back in the corner. We've got about 35 minutes left. I mean, it has absolutely flown by. He's gone down. The ref might stop this. We might get a ref stoppage, guys. We might get a ref stoppage. AJ running over though, stomping away on the leg. That knee is already damaged. The knee brace is being exposed. Dark End, shout out to you, my friend. Monica King says, I'm excited for this. James M, shout out to you. What happens there happens here forever. They've got blank screens in the front row now. I can see quite a few. I'm really surprised at that. They said if there was ever a space, they would just bring someone else in. Perhaps they need to have more people signed up. AJ stomping down. I definitely think there's a few bugs they've got to work out. A huge interaction between Vince the Fiend and Braun. Big E versus Shawn. A huge tag match. Lucha House Party breakup. Bailey Sasha promo. Beat the clock challenge, says Damien. It's been a stacked show, definitely. Young Astro says Jeff has got amazing selling. He can't compete, says Wrestling Days fan. He can't. He can't. He can't compete, guys. That's good chant. Let's go, Hardy. No Funhouse yet. No Funhouse yet. Over the top goes AJ to the outside, and AJ goes down out the ring. So AJ on the outside. Kalisto is rumored to turn heel. Well, he did get frustrated and kind of turn on his partners, so it could be a heel turn, yeah. AJ smashing Jeff's leg into the ring apron. Dark End says, thanks, Days. I have been subbed to you before the Funhouse starts. I even remember when you used to stream on temporarily. Shout out to you, Dark End. Thank you for joining us. Shout out to everyone that's joining us. Way above average show so far, says Anna. Definitely. Definitely. I mean, it was always going to get a positive reaction just for the Thunderdome, you know, and the fact that they've done that. So, yeah, I mean, comparing this to the Performance Center, it's definitely got more life about it. There's more to look at. Do you know what I mean? There's like, it's so much better. It is so much better. Botch. I didn't see a botch. Apart from Grand Metalik's botch, where he literally just jumped over the top rope and crashed down on the mat. That was amazing. Jerry Smith, shout out to you. 3v1L Bubble says The Miz is acting suspiciously. I think he runs Retribution. I remember when you streamed on Twitch. I did, yes, you're right. Why does Days not do the Wheel of Fun? Because YouTube hates us. Utsuo says, I'm just trying to imagine how cool could an Undertaker's entrance be. He would be the Thundertaker. We've already spoke about this on Twitter. He would be the Thundertaker. And it would be awesome. Retribution versus WWE stars. Yes. Amari, thank you, my friend. Thank you for the kind words. It is nice, but the booking and stories are the exact same, says General Snotty Notty. Yeah, that's true. But I wasn't really expecting them to change this close to SummerSlam. It is still a go-home show. I wasn't expecting much in the way of story development. That's the problem with the go-home show. Everything's set up for SummerSlam. You haven't really got any, you know... I mean, if anything, I'm surprised at what we've got. I never expected Sonya to turn around and say, let's have a loser leaves WWE match. I didn't expect Kalisto to turn on Lucha House Party and get moody with them. I didn't expect Grand Metalik to just decide to jump out the ring and just crash onto the mat. I didn't expect The Fiend to confront Vince. So, it's been good, man. It has been good. Z2CU says, Days, I am telling you now, Royal Rumble 2001 entrant 30 is going to be a bald, jacked Sonya walking the entranceway, ready to beat the hell out of everyone standing. She wins the Rumble. That'd be cool. That would be cool. I'm excited to see The Fiend, says Lil Foam Posite. Passetti. Pasita. Where is Green Shirt Guy? I don't know. He's not. They haven't managed to get him in the front row, and I think that's a disgrace. I think that he should have a little cardboard standee. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't even need to be on a screen. He should just literally be a cardboard standee that gets carted around. If he can't make the show, then the standee goes instead. It's a disgrace. Tessa is part of Retribution. I'm the orange wall. I'm the orange wall. What, are you in the Thunderdome? You shouldn't be streaming if you're in the Thunderdome. The Fiend seems like such a liberal. I think he's going to vote for Joe Biden. In my mind then, I just had The Fiend queuing up, waiting in line. Just waiting to get in so he could cast his vote. In fairness, one of the people is called Kamala, I think. Kamala. So, do you know what I mean? Just saying. I don't think Trump's vice president is called Duke the Dumpster Drosy. Is it? Donald Trump and Adam Bomb. Donald Trump and King Mabel. Against Joe Biden and Kamala. Right. Jeff is looking to... he plants AJ down. It's making me miss SmackDown. What's happening? Why are you missing SmackDown? I'm missing Joseph Parks. I would extremely enjoy another Retribution attack anytime in this show. Fiend calls dibs on Linda. No, if you saw earlier, I did it. I said if Fiend was going to attack Vince, then I've called dibs on Linda. Don't count Jeff Hardy out, says Jess. Well, legally, we have to if he's outside the ring. This ain't going 27 minutes, no. Well, in fact, what else is there? Big Ish. I don't know what else has been announced. Firefly Funhouse. Boris Johnson is the leader of Retribution, says Nikola Tesla's Retribution. Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla. Nothing but love for the light bulb queen, who's actually a king because it's a male's name. Days, why don't they show us the screens on the side of the hard camera? Oh, he's fallen! He's fallen! I don't know if there are screens. I don't know if there are screens there. It might be they've only got them going kind of round like that. Joe Biden will beat Donald Trump. Hayden, we do not do politics here, Hayden. Here we go. AJ up top. Oh, straight to the midsection by Jeff Hardy. Look, you want the crowd right now to be like, oh, don't you? But instead they're like, bored? They look bored? Come on, crowd. It's as if, right, honestly, it's as if what WWE have done, it's as if they've managed to hack into people's computers and they're just putting their images on screen whether they want to be there or not. Because, honestly, it's just people sitting there. I'm pretty sure half of them are tapping away. Like, doing stuff on the internet. I think WWE are the hackers. What if WWE are the hackers and they've hacked into all of them people's computers? And they don't even know that they're on TV? Oh, the hacker storyline's back. Vince was the hacker. All this time it was Vince. Knew it. Called it. Called it. There's a wet spot in the ring. Do you understand? Yeah. No. Hardy hits Styles in the face. Boot to the chest. Oh, twist of fate. Styles got hit in the face with a brace. Come on, Joseph Park, where are you? Where are you, Joseph Park? AJ needs you. Joseph Park. Joseph Park. Joseph Park. Joseph Park. Swanton. 1, 2. Jeff Hardy's won. Jeff Hardy's won. One leg Hardy. Jeff Hardy with one leg has become the new IC champ. That's better. There's people in the crowd. There's people in the crowd that are at least applauding. A few people just kind of like, oh, I'm ready. Oh, God. I tell you what. WWE are going to get a good score from me. The crowd. I feel like we've got these people from a library. Let's go, Jeff. New champ. Hardy wins. Jeff has won. OMG. 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 Where was Joseph Park? I don't know. Jeff Hardy, one-legged Hardy. Hardy one leg. Is it going to be a fun house? Yes. Okay, here we go. If you told me a year ago I'd be IC champ, I would think you were crazy. Life can always be a challenge. Oh, that's good, man. He says, I stand here with hope. I hope like things get better for everyone. That's good. That's good. Sami Zayn attack. That'd be nice. Get these hooves. Look at that. Get these hooves. And Rambling Rabbit's dressed up as Alexa. We're gonna get these hooves. Boom, boom. Huskus the pig boy. Legend. Mo Jones says, I get that it's Jeff, but this is ridiculous. That was long, and AJ literally has a move that targets the knees. What is this? Yeah. I mean, a one-legged Jeff Hardy beating AJ Styles is a little bit strange. I do agree. But, I don't know. I don't know. It's so difficult because you are right, and there is loads about this show that you could easily go, what? This is another, honestly, this is another show where if someone wanted to say this is 2 out of 10, I could understand. I could see an argument for it. I could see people going, there's loads of empty screens. The people that they have got aren't making any reaction. How did Retribution even get in the first place? Why didn't The Fiend attack Vince? What was going on with Jeff Hardy with one leg beating AJ Styles? Do you know what I mean? I can see someone laying into it. I could see an argument for that. But equally, I can see the argument, wow, the Thunderdome looks incredible. A title change. Jeff Hardy, man. Love Jeff Hardy. He's managed to get the IC belt. How great was it having The Fiend face-to-face with Vince and not knowing what was going to happen? And thankfully, Braun came down. Otherwise, Fiend might have attacked Vince. Sonya with that massive announcement. I mean, yeah, honestly, I can see both sides of the argument. I lean more towards this is a good show. I lean more towards they're trying to give us a big show. They're trying to give us some big talking points. They're trying to entertain us. And, you know, I've always been someone that rewards effort. Jeff used the knee brace. Otis should have cashed in. What, on the IC title? Anthony says, I think Joseph Park was meant to be the human version of Huskus. Scowls24 says, tease at Braun wearing the mask with Huskus wearing the shirt. Oh, maybe. Oh. You mean the new, like, warthog mask? They justified it. Jeff hit him with the knee brace and it stunned him, so they had Jeff cheat. Hey, Joseph Park! Joseph Park! Joseph Park's like... Is that, look at my face, that's where I got hit with the knee brace. I pay you good money. Look at the suit that I got you. It's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, boss. I'm so sorry. I love Joseph Park. That was the best part of this show. World of Tanks. I'm waiting for World of Joseph Park. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm so sorry, boss. Talking Smack, available tomorrow morning on the network. Big E, Sasha B, Bayley, and Jeff Hardy all gonna be on Talking Smack. The Swanton Bomb is devastating. Here's the fun house. Ah, friend. This is a friendship that'll never, ever end. Funhouse time! On the wall, lots of pictures of Bray. Yowie wowie! It's been fun. It's been a fun house. Come closer. Are we going to kiss? What? Oh, he's sad. I love you. Oh, I love you as well. Yay! Okay. Love. Love can make the most glorious angel come crashing down with broken wings. Bray calls himself the angel with broken wings. So it's love. He's talking to the Hurt Glove. Turns out Hurt Glove's a mobile phone. Hello? Yeah? No, thank you. No, I don't need car insurance. Thank you, bye. Firefly Theatre presents Braun and Alexa. Here we go. We got Huskus as Braun. We got Rambling Rabbit as Alexa. Get these hooves. Now I'm the most evil son of a pig on the planet. Honestly, this is heartbreaking. This is... Aww. This is good. This is like a proper Funhouse. Are they going to kiss? Ah, they were about to, and then Funhouse Bray arrived. Lols. What the freaking heck is going on? Sorry, I'm a method actor. Got lost in the moment. Get lost. Well, they've gone. Love can only lead to pain and suffering. Remember that, kids. The being that is built on rage, fueled by anger. He cannot wait. What's happening? He's having a little... Can you smell what the Rock's cooking? Oh, he's there! Braun invades the Funhouse! Braun invades! Braun is in the backstage Funhouse. I will say, this is the backstage Funhouse. We have seen this get burnt down by Seth. So we know that people can invade. But Braun invades the backstage. Take that picture. Oh, look, he's dragging Bray's lifeless body. Braun invades the Funhouse. Yowie wowie. He was like, what took you so long? Wow. Bray could sense it. He could. He could. Braun is in the house. The fun house. I love the photos on the walls. Oh, I'd definitely steal one. Wouldn't you? If you managed to get into that fun house, I'd definitely take that Sister Abigail painting. Definitely. And Huskus. Like this. Come on, Huskus. Let's go. Let's go eat. Oh, I would like that. How do you get there? Are you dead? No, it's backstage. I'm pretty sure that one is just backstage. I think the big full one is the one that we see very, very rarely. That's the one that I think could have something more to it. That one I'm pretty sure is just next to catering. Get these hooves. Those weren't his legs, says Karate Buff. One of the kid-looking people in Retribution could be Sami Zayn. Braun is just like Seth, but he didn't burn it down. How did Braun get in? He found it. The one with Cena, he's Abyss, and I want him to beat AJ. Joseph Park is the most funny person I've ever seen. He made me laugh so hard, especially last week. I love him. He's the best, isn't he? He was great just as well. Days, are we going to get the real set again? We had it at WrestleMania, didn't we, for CC? You remember John CC? He was in the real one. Days, you heard Ambrose wants to come back? No. I haven't heard that, no. I'm not saying it's not true, but I would be very surprised. Ben Russell says, I really want The Fiend to somehow get at Braun before the end of SmackDown. Well, we've got 10 minuten. I'm glad that Braun has brought back his old catchphrase. Elite Agent says, at SummerSlam, you're gonna get these hooves. Yes. It's good, wasn't it? So I would watch a whole 2-hour performance between Huskus and Ramblin' Rabbit if they wanted to act out the Braun Alexa story. I thought it was very powerful. Days, is Jeff champion? Yes. Thunderdome versus Raw Underground. I really like the Thunderdome. I think both need improving, if I'm being honest. I think Thunderdome is close, but there's a lot of blank screens, and as you said, I think the crowd needs to be a bit more animated. But it's the first time, isn't it? You know, it's the first time. Hopefully people watching this will, next time they're on, I don't know. Jeff is champ. He is. Is SmackDown on commercial? Yeah, well, we've just gone back. We've got Corey and Michael. There's a major brawl backstage, guys. Shut up, Corey. Somehow Braun managed to get into this parallel universe and now they're fighting backstage. Yeah, do you know why? Because it's backstage. Do you think when he walks through, but if Gorilla, he goes, what is this parallel universe? It's like, no, you're just backstage. This is the locker room area, Corey. Can you stop calling it that? This is not a parallel universe, Corey. Have I slipped into another realm? No, you're in the women's locker room, Corey. And you're not meant to be in here. I don't care if you're going out with Carmella. Braun is looking to choke slam Bray off a loading bay, and he does it. He didn't seem to fall that far. There we go, look, Braun choke slams. Bray is down. Oh no, guys, everyone's concerned for the crazy man. Is this where are we? Is this catering? Wyatt on the concrete. Oh, guys, there's an ambulance right there. Woo! There's an ambulance. I was worried. But thankfully, there was an ambulance right there. What are the chances? Bray Wyatt has not moved. They're going to have to take him to the Firefly Fun Hospital. Braun is going to flip the ambulance. He's done that, though, isn't he? Although, you know, it's always be nice to see it again, I suppose. Bray is down. He's super sad. This is weird, isn't it? Seeing Bray getting loaded onto a stretcher. He took a big fall, guys, in case you didn't know. Bray is being put on a stretcher. Where are they going to take him to? I'd love it if he started saying, "Don't take me back to the hospital. Don't take me back to the hospital. Anywhere but the hospital." That would be good. Wow. There's lots of shouting. We're watching Bray get loaded into the back of a ambulance or slambulance. It's hard hitting stuff, guys. I'm really emotional about it. Bray will pop out of the ambulance. Ambulance is going to go wee woo wee woo wee. It will. You're absolutely right. Get your thoughts in, guys. What noise is the ambulance going to make? Woo woo woo. It's not Ric Flair. Woo woo. He should. It's a... It's not gone very far. No, they're like, "Oh, what are you doing? Can it not get out?" I think the ambulance is backing up. Oh, they've got an amateur. They've got an amateur. Whoop, whoop. Bing, 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 bing. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Some really good predictions coming in of what noise it was going to make. I think, is the back of the ambulance filling with smoke? Braun is driving. Braun again. What if it's Alexa? What if it's Bo? There's a red light in the back of the ambulance, guys. Locker room. Is that the locker room? I don't even know who them people are. That they're petrified. There's the Fiend, look. Hello, mate. Fiend's here. Cool. What's up? So, buckle up, Bray. The Fiend has awakened. Wee woo, wee woo, wee. Well, the show has finished. And that's definitely a thing that happened. So there we go. Daisy went to the Firefly Fun Hospital. He did. I love Corey. Corey is like, how did Braun get into this parallel universe? It's like, dude, Seth went there as well and he burnt it down. It's literally just a thing that's backstage. It's literally just because no one's told you where it is doesn't mean it's a parallel universe. Do you think Corey's gone up to people and gone, "Can I see the fun house?" And they're like, "What? You mean the one that's in the parallel universe?" And he's like, Is it in the parallel universe? And they're like, "Yeah, it's definitely in a parallel universe." He's like, "Oh, wow." And now he's going around telling everyone, "Did you know it's in a parallel universe?" Michael Cole sat next to him going, it's right outside Vince's office. Silly Corey. Oh, mega lols. 9.5, 8, 9, 7, 5, 9, 7, 7, 5, 7, 5, 9, 10, 9, 7, 10, 7.5, 10, 9, 9, 10. 9.7. Wow, says Karina. 8, 9.5, 10, 7, 8, 9.25. I love numbers. 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 8.75, 8.5, 10. Nothing special, says the big guy. Bedtime, says Mark. I'll decide when my bedtime is, thank you. 10, 8, 9, great show. 8.75, sexy, what? 8.5, 9, 9, 9, 9, what? 10, 12 out of 10. 7, 9.5, 8. These scores are high, man. These scores are high, apart from that 4 and that 6. The rest are high. 400, that's high. 77.5 out of 10, that's also high. 10, what a night. Oh, what a night. 9.25, 8.75, 98.5, 10, 7.5, 9, there's a 3. 9.34, these numbers are moving so quickly. It's so, I'm such a big fan of numbers. I love to collect them, so this is great for my collection. 8.5, 9.5, 9.3, 10 out of 10, 9.53, 9, 10, 9, 2, 8, 100,000. That was perfect, said Speedman68. I subscribed, says Trenton. I said thank you. 1, says Rude Boy. Come here, Rude Boy, boy, come and give me love. Come here, Rude Boy, boy, come and give me love. Take it, take it, take it, take it. What happened to Bray? He slipped into a different parallel universe, and he managed to get red lights in the back of an ambulance and smoke, and it's crazy. 5 million. Days, how do you upload videos while streaming? It doesn't make sense. I'm also in a parallel universe. I love that Fiend staring in the camera with his tongue out. It's a weird thing he's brought in. He wasn't doing that before, was he? I don't know why is he doing that now. He did it to Vince. It's very disrespectful. One of the kid-looking people in Retribution could have been Sami Zayn. Could have been, or it might not have been. Reth Solons. Lovely. $10 from Mo Jones. Bray supposedly land on his spine, so instead of securing his neck, don't even bother. You can't watch that ending.
Mo Jones is a legend.
Watch that ending and
they
try
donated
to make sense
$10
of it.
via a super chat. Bray supposedly landed on his spine, so instead of securing his neck with a brace or putting him on a board, let's just lift him up and dump him. Good show all round, so 10/10 from me.
Hang on, did it cut off the end? No, there we go. Good show all round. 10 out of 10 from me, says Mo. Well, there we go. There we go. Matt J. Hendricks says 5. Alexa drove the ambulance. That's my prediction. Tyler says, I love the show. Jaden says, thinks the best SmackDown of 2020. Trenton says, I thought Vince was going to get attacked. Bray sticking his tongue out in Saudi when he defeated Seth. Did he? I honestly, I can't remember. I've slept since then. This was such a great show. I can't wait for Sunday, says Brittany. Days, what happened to this episode of SmackDown? I was late. Dude, what didn't happen? Just imagine the craziest thing you can think of, and that was it. Fiend is going to win the title. Fiend is unleashed. He's been doing a lot of that since taking out with Bliss. Perhaps she taught it him. Don't know. Perhaps it's something she taught him. Perhaps Alexa Bliss is a really bad influence on the Fiend, because he wasn't doing that before, and now he's turned into a very naughty boy. So, it's hard to know where the blame lies, isn't it? Days, are you crazy? Clearly the puppets are taking care of Bray, and they sent the Fiend to go monster hunting. No one on the screens for 205 Live. Oh, even the virtual fans don't want to watch that show. That's harsh. Jake says, that was awesome. Nando says, Team CB, just because he's one of the biggest superstars doesn't mean that I have to like him. Days, is it me or is the Fiend's laugh contagious? Every time he laughs, I burst out laughing every single time. I don't know. I don't know. Donya Seville. That's a nice name. We read this. 6 out of 10. I was entertained, but there's improvements needed. Like Retribution. I think Miz might be leading the group. Daisy not doing Takeover. No, we're doing boxing and UFC tomorrow. I hope Bray wins. What's your score? What is my score? I mean, honestly, what is my score? It's a very good question. Best show ever, says Khalib. Matt J. Hendricks says, I think Sonya's taking a break. I think so. Night Days, be safe. Thanks to the awesome stream. Shout out to you, Jordan. Days, look at the edit I've made of you on Twitter. I will do that. I'm drowning right now in thoughts, though. But I will do it in a sec. Do you believe Retribution are AEW superstars? 1000% no. Bray could get more scary with that close-up. Got more scary, I turned my TV off. What's your score? Any lower than a 7 and you're just a hater, says random person. But Aiden goes, I'm giving it a 6.66. Right, look. This is difficult. This is very hard for me because was I entertained? Yes. Were there things about the show that I thought was off? Yes. Did I like the ending? No. I really hated it, if I'm being honest. I'm not someone that likes supernatural stuff. I've said this time and time again. I can't get on board with it. I'm not tuning into wrestling to see Marvel superheroes. I'm tuning in to see a sick, demented person. I'm tuning in to see a sick, twisted Bray Wyatt, and we can't quite make out what's going on. And he's got his dark side that he calls the Fiend, and he's taught himself not to feel pain, but seemingly he's taught himself as well to be able to turn into a fiend in the back of an ambulance and fill it with smoke and all this kind of stuff, and it starts to get the wrong side of supernatural for me. Now, all I'll say is that it didn't go so far that you can't explain it. I'm going to struggle to explain where the freaking smoke came from, right? I'm going to struggle with that. Maybe somewhere in the back of the ambulance overheated. I don't know. The red light. Are there red lights in the back of an ambulance? I don't know. Does the red light follow him around? Has he got a red light that he carries with him? I don't know. Maybe it's in his pocket. Maybe when he needs to turn into the Fiend, he just turns the red light on or something, and is like a developing photo. You know, like how photographs need red lights. Maybe that's Bray and the Fiend. He needs the red light to develop and to change. So he's in the back of the ambulance. He's seemingly unconscious. He's hurt his back. He has to reach into his pocket, grab his little portable red light, turn it on so that he can change and develop into the Fiend character. I don't even know what I'm on about because wrestling has gone that cray-cray. So, I don't know, man. That ending, I wouldn't have gone that way. But people liked it. I've sat here. I've seen everyone's scores. I've seen everyone's comments. I can see all the praise that's coming in for it, and I'm really pleased that people enjoyed it. So, I'm not gonna be all down on it. I'm just gonna say that it's not how I would book it, and I would have gone a different way with it. But I thought the Thunderdome looked good. I thought that the screens being black need to be fixed. There's too many black screens. I don't understand why that's the case. I think the crowd need to be prepped. I think they need to be encouraged to react. I think we've got to be honest. Most people watch the show at home just sitting and watching. Do you know what I mean? And what we've got is we've literally got people on screens doing just that. I think what we would like to see is people having a good time and reacting. If you're there live, you react to it, don't you? You join in and you get involved, but you're not going to do that at home. And so I think it's a bit of an eye-opener, seeing all these screens, and it's just literally people after people just like, bored? I mean, looking bored, and it doesn't add to the show. That's a problem. So I don't know if it's going to be a case that the best reactors, the most enthusiastic people are encouraged to come back. Like, you know, maybe they get an email like, we would really love for you to join us again on Monday or something. And maybe those that weren't as expressive are kind of like, we hope you enjoyed your experience. Bye. I don't know how you're going to do it, but I do feel like there needs to be more animation in the crowd. So hopefully that's something that the crowd can learn after watching this. It's not a massive down. But I can't give this show 10 out of 10 for those, I mean, those two reasons alone. And then, as we said, you know, Retribution invading. I really think that Retribution invading should be a one-time thing that is done so monumentally that it's just the main focus of the show. Like, if they had invaded last week, they shouldn't have been on the show this week. So, I think that was the 5th time. I think that's the 5th time they've invaded. Now, if Miz is letting them in, or something like that gets revealed further down the line, then I think that's very interesting. And I'm kind of on board with exploring that, if you will. But my gut feeling is they're giving us that too much now. It's losing its impact. It's like, wow, okay, Retribution are here, but nothing ever happens. And then you've got questions of, how did they get in? How do they keep getting in? How did they get in the Amway Center? Surely it's all locked off and boarded up with extra security, and I don't know. And I understand people be like, wow, you're reading too much into this, but I think this stuff is important. Do you know what I mean? I think it's important. So I feel like there's plot holes, man. I really feel like there's big gaping things. I think right now they're largely ignoring all of that. And I think they're just like, we need to get some big moments on TV. We've just got to get some big moments. Let's not worry so much about the little niggly details of how are they getting in, or how is the Fiend getting smoke in the back of an ambulance and all this kind of stuff. I think they're just like, let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. And that's what they're doing. And I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that for 2 hours, I have been thoroughly entertained. Like, I have sat here and just had a great time. I've had a great laugh. I'm really looking forward to SummerSlam. I'm really looking forward to Raw, SmackDown. I've had fun. I've definitely had fun. So, I've got all of that kind of swirling around in my head. Do you know what I mean? All of that, like, circling around. So, I'm going to say, how would you say that what is fair? Just rate it crazy out of 10, says Siler. I'm going to say that it's going to start with a 7 for me. Jake says they need to make this believable. I disagree, but it's your opinion. Oh, wow, I mean, I'm not sure what you would disagree with. What would you disagree with? The fact that the Fiend has got the ability to create smoke in the back of an ambulance. The fact that, that black screens aren't a problem. Crowd looking bored's not a problem. I don't know how you disagree with those things. I'm sure even WWE would like the black screens to have someone on. I'm sure WWE would like the crowd to look a little more animated. I mean, maybe people out there are more on board with the supernatural stuff, but I've always been very clear that I don't like that. I was very critical of Matt Hardy in AEW when he was teleporting around. One of the worst things I've seen this year is the Stadium Stampede from AEW because of that moment where Matt is changing clothes underwater. I thought it was one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. Completely took me out of the match. I just didn't care anymore. It's like, well, if Matt has got the ability, and this is the problem, if the Fiend has got the ability to do anything, then why is he losing to Goldberg? I don't understand why he's struggling at all. Why he's not just winning every match that he's in, and doing even more crazy stuff than what we've seen. You know, if he's got the ability to do all these supernatural things. I think it can go too far. I think there's a fine line, and they are dancing on that line for me at the moment. So, I had fun though. I had fun. So I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna start with a 7 because that feels right. Knock it down for the supernatural stuff. Just 2 on the line for me. Knock it down for some of the screens not being right, crowd not being too animated. That takes me to an 8. And then maybe just take a little bit off. Retribution question marks. The rest of it was really good though. I feel like a 7.5. I could go to a 7.75. Maybe a 7.75. I mean, it's a big noteworthy show, isn't it? It's a big show that we're going to go back and look back on. And they gave us loads. I definitely wouldn't want to go higher than that. But I really feel like that's a fair score. I think Miz is the leader. Insiders says, we made it onto the Thunderdome. It was cool. Shout out to you, Insiders. Sonny Wolf says, escape pod in a minute. 7.75 for Joseph Park, says Future Compilations. Green Bean gives it 6.5. Chalmers says, that's lower than I thought. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I've explained it. I think people can understand why I've scored it down, those few marks. But I think for a lot of the show, I was bobbing around an 8 something. Honestly, for a lot of the show, I was about an 8 something. But I think it comes down to that ending, and it comes down to, the Fiend changing with the red light and the smoke in the ambulance. If you're someone that's just like, wow, look at this, what's happening, and you just go with it, then I think you're going to be totally on board, and I think you'd really enjoy it. I think I'm just someone that's always going to look at it and go, that's not what I want from wrestling. I'm someone that's, passionate about Bruno Sammartino and passionate about Stone Cold and Bret Hart and the art of wrestling, and I don't really go for the spookiness. We've had some very interesting conversations on these streams before where we've spoken about The Undertaker. Undertaker's one of my favourite characters, and whenever I've seen him go that close to the spookiness, I've never liked it. But I think by and large, I never believed he was an actual dead man or anything like that when it came to The Undertaker. I never thought that. So yeah, I kind of feel like it's just dancing on that line. Tron10 says, Days, big fan. Just wanted to donate. Few questions I've always had. Shout out to you, dude. I'm loving this. If you was to retire from YouTube, when do you think that would be? Well, I really do enjoy it. I mean, like, I've actually got another podcast that's starting right now, like a couple of minutes ago. But I should leave. I should leave to go over there. I'm actually now clashing with myself. But I do love the conversations. I do love. I'm not going to agree. I'm not going to. If I really believe something, I stick by it. And I think that's important because can I have my mind changed? Yes. But I don't think people tune in for wishy-washy opinions. Do you know what I mean? I think people like to hear good, strong opinions. This is what I believe. This is what I see. This is why I see it. And I'm always going to give you that. So, for me, this is what I saw tonight. I saw a very action-packed, fun show, full of, talking points. I just think that there's a bit more work needs to be done with the Thunderdome, and they're dancing on that spooky line, which I'm not a big fan of. A couple of other little bits here and there, but nothing major, to be honest. I thought it was pretty solid. Some really big announcements as well, like the Sonya announcement. So, when would I retire? When would I want to, is the answer. Because, to be honest, sitting here and chatting with you guys is an absolute pleasure. I mean, I have no desire to retire or do anything like that. So, yeah, I can't see that happening for decades, if I'm being honest. I mean, honestly, I Who knows what's going to happen with technology and YouTube and, you know, what the future's going to be. But whatever that it looks like, having the ability to sit down and interact with wrestling fans and discuss what we're seeing and read what they're seeing and throw theories around, stuff like that. I would like to try and ride that for as long as I'm fortunately able to, if that makes sense. So, yeah, it's an absolute pleasure. It's an absolute pleasure to do these streams. So, hopefully, Tron 10, no time soon is the answer. Unless you're trying to push me out the door, I'm not sure. Thank you for your honesty. This makes it a much better experience, says John. Shout out to you, John. Yeah, I mean, I think about what would I want to see from someone. I would want to see... That's what I would want to see. I wouldn't want to see wishy-washy answers. Do you know what I mean? We need to go to the Wrestling Escape Pod. We do need to go to the Wrestling Escape Pod. Who do you think will win out of Fiend and Braun? My opinion, Braun wins. The whole Bray Braun storyline is pointless. What are your thoughts? Do you think Braun Bray is pointless? I think it's all right. I think there's a history. I think that there's a whole backstory that they're exploring. I love Alexa being involved. I ultimately want them all to join forces, if I'm being honest. I ultimately want them all to be on the same page. I think that would be incredible. Because we've said before, you could have Bray and Braun go after the tag titles. You could have Alexa go after the women's. And you've got a real dominant group there. It's really interesting. It's really, really interesting. So, I like it. I think it's been quite a long story. I think Braun has beaten Bray. Funhouse Bray is beaten Eater of Worlds. He won't beat The Fiend, is my prediction. And I don't think he should beat The Fiend. So I think Fiend wins on Sunday. But it's going to be very interesting to see what happens after that. That's the big thing, because Alexa surely can't go back to being normal after this experience. Alexa can't just go back to being with Nikki Cross now. And the fact that Nikki Cross was sat there talking, saying that Alexa's changed and all of this, kind of felt like they were planting some seeds, you know, for a turn. Not for a Nikki, but I think Alexa's changing for good here. I like the Retribution thing, says Timothy. Philip says, after Braun, who would you like to see the Fiend feud with next? Well, it was pointed out that if Orton does beat Drew, and if Fiend does beat Braun, then there is potential for Survivor Series to be... if Randy does beat Drew and Fiend does beat Braun, then we could get Randy versus Fiend. Now, that is a feud that has got to be explored next year. I'm not saying now. Next year, that is a big, big feud. Plus, you would think that Roman would come back. Roman against The Fiend has got to be a feud that you would imagine. Do you know what I mean? Like the biggest babyface, Roman Reigns. I know he does split opinion, but still, he's the name, is the guy. Roman against Fiend, that would be great. I could see that being good. So I feel like Roman is a feud that needs to happen. I feel like, plus there's a whole history with Shield and Wyatt family. Plus Randy and the fact that he broke the Wyatt family up. He beat Bray for the title at WrestleMania 33. He burnt down the compound. So those for me would be the big feuds, but I don't see either of those being soon. So hard to say who would be next in line after Braun. We don't know, because apparently there's a draft coming, so everyone could move around anyway. So hard to say. Apparently the drafts come in October, I think. Aceman33 says, I think Sonya wants to leave wrestling. Yes, I do as well, and it's totally understandable. I think she's got all of our support when it comes to that, because it was such a horrific thing that happened. Do you know who I think is the leader of Retribution? I think it's The Miz, because he was late to come out when Retribution attacked. He wasn't there last week when Morrison was being attacked either, says Hope. They should keep in Tommy waiting. I know. The problem is there's so much to talk about from this week's show. I did actually warn Tommy. I said, look, it's the go-home show for SummerSlam. I'm not sure that I'm going to be there like straight away. I don't know. There's going to be so much for us to throw around. And I didn't expect to be streaming. I will add that. I didn't expect to be sitting here streaming at the same time as that being on. So I am currently clashing with myself. But let's just get a few more thoughts, and then I will have to say goodbye. Young Astro says, I don't get what you mean. Every time the Fiend turns the lights red and makes the lights turn off, you egg it on and scream and get excited. That's supernatural. No, it isn't. But you say you don't like supernatural. What are you on about, dude? If the lights in the arena turn red, that's a light in the arena. That is the same as the lights going out or the lasers coming on or the pyro going off. Like, there are red lights in the arena. They could have set those up. Like, that's a thing it's not a problem. That's nothing supernatural in that whatsoever. Exactly the same as when he disappeared at the start of the show. I am not subscribing to him teleporting. If he's teleporting, I'm done with the Fiend. I mean, like, I don't go in for that supernatural stuff. That's not what appeals to me. That's not what I look for in wrestling. That's not what resonates with me. As I said, wrestling is two people competing to settle their differences. I don't want one of them people to be super spooky, scary, teleporting all over the place guy. I want two guys. Like the UFC. I'm a UFC fan as well, an MMA fan. You know what I mean? Like Brock Lesnar, and just incredible athletes. I don't need all this spookiness. So when the red lights come on normally in the ring, when the Fiend's having his match or whatever, that's just the lights. I don't understand. I don't understand where the confusion's coming from. But are there red lights in the back of an ambulance? Is there a fog machine in the back of an ambulance? I would have to lean towards no. I would have to sit here and say no. In my experience, in my limited knowledge of ambulances, there is no red light. There is no fog machine. So that's going to make it tricky for me to sit here and go, okay, well, I think this has just happened in the back of the ambulance. Do you know what I mean? Like, if there's smoke when the Fiend comes out during his entrance, well, that makes sense because there's smoke machines there. Like, they have smoke machines. There's other superstars like Aleister Black, and we see it for, like, Karrion Kross and Scarlett in NXT. Like, that is part of the entrance. So, I don't know. I don't understand. You say I egg it on and get excited. I do, because it's the Fiend, and I like the fact that he's Bray's darkness. I like the fact that Bray is such a twisted, demented person that he's got this split personality, and he's got this darkness, and he's got this alter ego, and he even said that he's taught himself to not feel pain. That's something that Bray said. The Fiend, I taught myself to not feel pain. So even Bray in that sentence is kind of implying that the Fiend is human. The Fiend can feel pain, and he had to train himself to not feel that pain. So I just can't get on with the supernatural stuff. And I said it before. I mean, I laid into AEW for it, and I'll lay into WWE for it. I'll lay into anyone when it comes to that stuff. I never liked it with Undertaker when that started to get a little bit weird as well. John says, could the red light in the ambulance be foreshadowing for the return of Kane? Maybe he'll appear at SummerSlam. I don't think so. Days, in kayfabe, that's supposed to be the Fiend turning the red lights on and turning the lights off. You don't know that. You can't tell me that, because that's not anything that's been said, proven. That's your interpretation of it. But that's certainly not my interpretation of it. My interpretation isn't the red lights come on because in kayfabe, the Fiend has magically turned the bulbs red. If there's one thing that we've learnt from Nicholas, whatever the name was, because I can't remember, Nikola Tesla, it's that you can't go magically changing the colour of bulbs. I learnt that from lightbulbs.com. No, for me, that's not what's happening. For me, it is the Fiend entrance. The same as Aleister Black. You know when Aleister Black rises up at the beginning of his entrance? You know there's like a platform that's doing it. It's not like he's got Michael Jackson powers where he can actually like do the leaning thing. You know, like how Michael Jackson used to do this. Like that's not like a magical power that Aleister Black's got. That he's actually lying on a board that's raising him up. I mean, but I don't know that, do I? I'm just telling you my interpretation of it. So I can't sit here and say that you're wrong. Because could that be what they're doing? Could that be the story that they're telling? It could be. I'll hate them forever if they are, because that's just not the way that I would want wrestling to go. Days, I guess you didn't like the fire in the contract thing. Well, I didn't mind that too much because you can actually get firecracker things that do that. That to me wasn't a special effect or anything. I believe there is an explosive that will do that. I mean, I didn't like it in all fairness, but no, I didn't take that as supernatural. It wasn't, was it? They're not trying to tell me now that Scarlett has got supernatural abilities. I'm pretty sure she did put something inside when she passed it back, when she opened it. Do you know what I mean? Like Home Alone. For me, that was just a Home Alone moment. She booby-trapped the contract. Into Lost. I did see this. John says the ambulance was cooler than the Thunderdome. Days is going to miss the whole pod. No, we will jump over. Triple T wants a shout out. Shout out to Triple T, the man, the legend, the Boston boy himself. Imtiaz says, I agree with your supernatural stance, but if the Fiend just walks back to backstage, it makes him look weak. I'm fine with him disappearing. What do you think? I don't mind them turning the lights off, allowing him to get out of the ring so that people can't see where he's going. I mean, there's footage, isn't there, of fans in the crowd where when the lights go out, you can see the Fiend running away. Like there's footage online. So again, we know that he is just escaping that situation. You know, like under the cover of darkness, the element of surprise. You know, things like that, yeah? That to me, so the Fiend has got a relationship with the light person. He's probably threatened to mandible claw him if he doesn't do as he says. And so the Fiend has got the ability to give a cue and the lights will turn out because he's got that relationship with the person that does the lights. Do I think that the Fiend has got a magical power where he can turn the lights off? I don't know. I mean, I know there are lights where if you clap a few times, they will turn themselves off. Maybe WWE has got those. I don't know. Maybe it's a case where you just clap a few times and the lights go off and you do it again and they come back on. That would blow Nikola Tesla's mind. He wouldn't be able to get his head around that. He wouldn't even be able to fathom that. He'd be like, what is this witchcraft? So I'm totally open to the idea of that. Totally open to the idea of that. Was I the only one that saw Scott Hall on a screen? Yes. Days, you are going to miss the episode. I'm going to win. I'm having conversations. I did say to Triple T that this was going to go this way. Hey, look, shout out to Triple T. Triple T won't mind because I am shouting him out publicly. I'm shouting him out. And I'm saying, check out Tommy Toy Travel's channel. He is the man. He is the man. He is the legend. I love that boy. I love him. And I am going to have to go and spend some time with him. So I am going to jump over to the Wrestling Escape pod. Let me give young Astro a chance to have his say. Astro says, Days. We're gonna finish with this. Days. The Fiend literally took Cena in his own mind and took Cena to different eras and messed with his mind. Not true. Well, could be true, but maybe not true. I think my theory on the Firefly Funhouse match, let's end on this. Young Astro, shout out to you. This has been a passionate but very interesting conversation, right? This is what I'm ending on. My theory is that on the Go Home show, John Cena managed to let the Fiend in. John Cena managed to allow the Fiend to convince him to turn to his dark side, embrace his dark side, right? And this was on the Go Home show. You might remember there was a moment, right, where Cena was looking up, and I think it was the Fiend that was on the platform, and this was the Go Home show for WrestleMania. Fiend was on the platform, or Bray was on the platform. And then the puppets started to appear at ringside. And then out of nowhere, Bray was standing right next to John. Now, in my opinion, that is a key moment, because that says to me that he has managed to get to John Cena. He's managed to get to him. Maybe John Cena was seeing things, but however they're presenting it, I think that the Fiend managed to get to John Cena. Okay? So, I think that what we saw at WrestleMania could have been a collaboration. It could have been not a contest, but a collaboration, a working together of John Cena and The Fiend to demonstrate to us why Cena was scared of turning heel and why he has turned heel now. It was a story that they both told us. It was them working together. You cannot watch that and tell me that was a contest. It was not a contest. It was a collaboration. So I think that they went off, did the match, and that was the footage that they gave to WWE. WWE aired it. WWE have gone, we don't know what this is. And that was reflected in Titus. Titus O'Neil was like, do you remember Titus was like, I don't know what I've just seen. I think that's WWE basically saying, we don't know what this is. But my interpretation of it is that Cena has turned heel. And I think that the Firefly Funhouse was his way and Bray's way of showing us how and why. And the story that came out of that was that Cena was always scared of failing. He was scared of failing when he was the prototype. He was always scared of turning his back on his young fans. And, he had the opportunity to swing that chair again at WrestleMania 30. Bray gave him the chair again and said, this time. And finally, Cena did it this time. And finally, Cena embraced that darkness. And that was reflected with the whole NWO when Hogan had turned heel. And I kind of feel like they're telling us that Cena has turned. Which is why I think it's so important that the next time we see John Cena, he comes out as a heel. I think that's so important. Cena cannot have gone through whatever that was at WrestleMania without being a different person now. He has got to be a heel now. He has got to show that what happened at WrestleMania mattered. Because it did matter. And for me, the jury is still out on that WrestleMania match. Do I think that they went to a different realm? No. No, I don't. I can't vibe with that. Do I think that Cena finally turned heel and this was his way of showing us why and how and working with the Fiend to not spell it all out for us in a, right guys, I've turned heel, this is why I've done it, but instead give us something a bit more cryptic and something that we can kind of chew on. Yeah, I do. That feels like it fits better for me. But as with all things The Fiend, these things are open to interpretation. You can interpret the red lights. You can interpret the lights going out and the Fiend disappearing. You can interpret the Firefly Funhouse and take it a million different ways. I will always naturally, without even thinking, take it from a non-supernatural point of view because I'm not that way inclined. But that's why I just struggle a little bit with the ambulance, because now I'm sitting here going, is there a red light in the back of the ambulance? Is there a smoke machine in the back? Why would there be one? Perhaps they tried to steal it? Or I don't know. And where I struggle to then start explaining stuff, that's where I go, no, this is dancing on the line a little bit too much now for me. Right. I gotta go. For gosh sake, end the stream! Days, have you seen what WrestleVotes has said? No, I haven't, and I've got to go because I'm gonna get in trouble with Triple T, and I do not want that to happen. Right, okay, I've got to go. I've really got to go. Cena was driving the ambulance. That would be cray. That would be cool. Right, we're back tomorrow anyway. This has been a very fun conversation. Young Astro, shout out to you. It was a good conversation and one that I enjoyed having. Thank you to everyone that watched. I hope you enjoyed SmackDown tonight, whichever way you took it, whatever you thought of it. And yes, I'm jumping over to the Wrestling Escape Pod now. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. See you Sunday for SummerSlam. I really feel like I need something bigger. Do you know what I mean? Like, this was such a big stream and I haven't got anything. Love you, Nikola Tesla. Love you and your pigeon. Thank you for joining. I think I heard it. I heard something then. I'm sure I did. I swear I just heard something. Yeah, okay, I'm going. Bye.